What's up, guys?
Yo,
Marco, Kathleen, Craig, Neil.
Kathleen, sir.
Yeah,
What's up?
I was
Hope
gonna
you're
be
doing
the
well, Kathleen.
dude. I sent a super chat to Doug Saturday night and topped in. I'm first, and as I was hitting buy, Neil was the first to super chat on his channel. Like, damn it, Neil! I'd already topped it. It already hit send. It just hadn't posted yet, so I wasn't first.
Neil running it. Imagine
Yeah.
that.
I don't have a whole lot of exciting topics tonight, really. I kind of covered that. I had a,
Marco.
I mean, I had a kind of had a shit week. I didn't really do anything, so didn't leave any room for big news or anything to show off, any of that stuff.
Yeah. Mine was just packed with trying to work on some stuff for. Hang on one second.
All right, shut up, Ryder. What's up, hey man? How you doing, buddy? Sure, I'll get to see hey man here in about what 10, 11 days.
Yep. What's up, Jamie? Mr. Carr, Craig.
Who's Jamie?
Hey, man.
I'd say I didn't even know that was his first name.
Yes, sir.
Shady.
Shady. Crispy. What's going on?
Indeed. Who is Jamie?
Shut up, Marco. Marco knows everybody.
Does he?
Marco's everywhere.
I thought it was funny that Doug mentioned that Marco's always the first one to show up in his live streams. It kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. I thought it was just me. I thought he was just always the first one to show up in mine. Ugh. Apparently, the YouTube notification system works really well for Marco, though. Like, he's always, as soon as you go live, within 60 seconds, Marco's there.
I think he's got the schedule memorized and he just shows up like an hour early and greets it and then leaves.
Well, no, because like when I do my unscheduled lives from the shop, he's always there within, I'd say at least within 90 seconds of me starting the live, he's there. But
he just has no life.
My notifications just don't work like that.
No, mine are horrible. I got one today from a video that was 2 weeks ago on a channel that I've already watched the video on.
Yeah, man. Like, people think I'm kidding, but for some reason, YouTube has like blacklisted Mattisfaction on for me. I don't get any notifications. If he's live, I can open my phone, go to YouTube. I have to type in the full word Mattisfaction, go to his channel, and then scroll through videos. Like the live is not even right there at the top like it typically is. It's just buried in there somewhere. Scroll through and find it and click on it before it'll take me to his live streams. And it's been like that since day one. I've unsubbed and resubbed. I've tried everything to fix it. And it
What's up, Aiden? Drizzy. How you doing, boys? How's that little thirsty guy here?
Oh, thirsty ass nuts for knives.
Yep.
I called Justin and Molly. It was a chaotic ass phone call, dude, because Junior and their daughter were home. They were packing, getting ready to go somewhere. And what's up, Ryan? And so everybody was talking. But I called to inform them, I won, me and another guy won a giveaway on their last live stream. And I got
mine. Did you hear about the other guy?
Oh, yeah. I got
mine. That's bullshit.
Yeah, there was like 3 CMEs and the Benchmade toolkit. And in all honesty, I didn't care what was in it. It could have been an entire box of nothing but junk.
Doesn't matter. It's free.
It's fun. And he got the same thing I got. But he was pretty offended.
If I see that dude in chat, I'm going to put him on blast.
Yeah. He even said, had she just sent me the CMEs in a bubble wrapper, I would have been happy. But I'm pretty disappointed in all the rest. Like, he went through it all, opened anything that could be opened, thinking that they had hid something cool in there. And when he realized that they hadn't, he was all upset. But Justin and Molly didn't have a clue. They didn't know anything about this. So when I told them and they went and saw the comments, of course, Molly thought it was fucking hilarious, but I can about bet you it's going to be fun when it comes up on their channel.
Yeah.
What did I miss? You don't have to go back and recap it. I'll go back and watch it.
The guy that won the OCD for EDC giveaway, me and him, there was 2 winners. I was one. Well, I wasn't one. I'm sorry. Cheeto won and gifted it to me. And this other guy has a channel. I don't know his name. Can't remember his name. But he did a video on him opening the box. And he was thoroughly offended that Molly sent him a box full of fucking junk out of her drawer.
Ooh, he didn't mention it on the video, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he bitched about it. Like, dude, you're getting free shit. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he even in the comments, I even told him, I was like, hey man, it's kind of an inside joke. I understand if you don't get it, but you might want to consider taking the video down because it's kind of a bad look. And he doubled down on it. He was not he wasn't bending on it.
I don't doubt it.
He even sent me a private message. I wasn't going to share this, but he sent me a private message that said, I know who you are, and I certainly don't want any beef. But I don't think you watched the whole video. And I was like, yeah, I watched the whole video. Like, I understand exactly what you're saying, and it kind of makes you look a little whiny, dude. You got your free CMEs, you got your free access lock toolkit. What does it matter that she spent more money on a bigger box? Because I didn't even get to open the box. As soon as my 20-year-old daughter, anytime I get something from OCD for EDC, Katie's opening it. She loves that shit. She spent 2 hours.
That's the cool part of winning a giveaway from them.
Yeah.
All the mystery swag.
Exactly. She spent 2 hours sitting in the floor, like, inspecting each. Now, I will admit this. Molly knows Katie loves those boxes. And Molly even admitted that she put a little more care into what she put in there to make Katie happy. But she didn't know this other guy, so why would she? But
that's why I hate giveaways.
Yeah. You're right.
Do you know his channel name? Did he call out his channel name on the I can go back and watch it. You don't have to. Don't look at that.
Well, the thing is,
never find it.
It just brings out the worst of people. Like, I don't know. I hate giveaways.
Yeah, I do too. I've been doing I quit doing the public giveaways, but I do member giveaways, and I have such a few members. How many are in there? Like 15. I think we had 15 entries today, and I don't feel bad with that.
I've never seen a toxic interaction in your giveaways.
Well, it's only people that are the same. Yeah, and it's different than just a giveaway for the public, I think.
Be right back.
I think my somebody's been fucking with my Gmail, dude. And all my shit. I had to re-log in. I had to re-authenticate. Change passwords. It's been kind of wild the last 2 hours. And then thinking about that video game in the back of my head. I've been a stressed out individual.
Yeah. I don't remember the channel name. I'm pretty sure somebody in the chat knows it because I saw guys from the chat comment like, hey man, I don't think you understood. I thought Todd Carr was in there, but I could be wrong. But he has a channel. I don't know, man. I just thought it was a bad look. Hey, dude, there's a lot of personalities in this community. People are going to react differently to different situations. Yeah, Kathleen saw. What was the name of the channel, Kathleen? Because I'd never heard of him before. What's up, Bugsy? I forgot to send Bugsy an invite. But ungrateful. Yeah, ungrateful for sure.
I'm here, guys. I'm just gonna be lurking, eating for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, like one time Molly was making cinnamon coffee cake, and Justin was talking about how good it was, and I told her I wanted some, and she literally sent me a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch square. Like, she even had this little, it was Kane something, but I can't remember the whole channel. She had this little, like, airtight, hard plastic box. I don't know what came in that box, but it was tiny, and she put literally a quarter of a bite of a piece of that cake in that little box and mailed it to me. And I ate it. It was delicious, but like it was so small I couldn't even hardly chew it. I just mashed it with my tongue. However, she did eventually make me a whole fucking cinnamon coffee cake and mail it to me. But I don't understand why you would even be in an OCD for EDC Live if you don't enjoy the sarcasm, because they don't talk about knives either.
And I don't know the guy. I didn't see the video. If he didn't know the fun that Molly has with that, part of Molly's troll is to make it messy. And if he didn't know that was part of the joke and just commented on how messily it was packed, he might have been misunderstood, even though he might have come off as an asshole.
John, he did a whole video on it.
Oh, I didn't see that. I just thought it was
just unboxing. That happens, you just walk over to your trash can and throw it in the trash and go on with your life. You don't make a video complaining about it.
Not only that, but
so somebody's got
part of the people. There's these people out there that literally just hop around from stream to stream trying to win shit. That's all they care about. They don't care about.
Yeah. Oh, and a lot of them are bots too.
That's why I don't like being.
That's real. Cain, CAINM knives.
CAINM. KNIVES.
Yeah. The video's titled, "Can You Be Disappointed with Free Stuff?"
I'm trying just to find his channel. All right, so KAIN.
CAIN.
That's what I meant. CAIN.
Yeah. M.
All one word?
All one word. CAINM knives.
All right.
Yeah,
Luke, I'm trying to eat. Shut up.
Mitt Ranger was like, I guess you got to know what Molly does. It's pretty much just some goofy things Molly puts in the box. Yeah. Kathleen said they're known for sending junk or drawer stuff.
Can you be disappointed? Oh, wow. He's gotten 116 views.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's getting ratioed. Let's give it a thumbs down, and then I'll go in and comment on it when I have time.
Yeah. Of course, he has some viewers, people I don't know, that, that agreed with him.
Well, there's so many people we don't know. That's the whole thing. I've never heard of Cain. I've never heard of or seen Cain knives in the chats, in my chats.
Well, here's Robert Jones saying, "Holy shit, I don't even know what to say. I'm sorry I recommended them to you."
Well, Robert Jones, he's my buddy. Who did he recommend?
He recommended OCD to this Cain guy and then apologized to him because of the box that he got.
I mean, his hand tats are making me think that he might be a gangster and come after me, and I don't want to have to send freedom pills his way.
Yeah. Yeah, Apex Carry even said, "I almost wonder if a postal worker opened the box and snagged the good stuff and replaced it with that crap for weight."
A lot of people don't know.
Weird, a decent sized channel.
See, because I can vouch for Robert Jones. He's always been a super kind guy. I don't think he would be.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Like I said, it makes sense that there are people that would see that and think that it's weird if they don't know Molly. But at the end of the day, you throw it in the fucking garbage. You're a grown ass man.
It goes back to it
Why
being
would
free
you
stuff.
make a video complaining about it?
What they ought to do is they ought to collect their, like, they would live on a farm. So find the nastiest animal that makes the most consistent, nicely pressed ass turd and make a couple of giveaways with a little plastic bag and put a turd in there and send it out.
Yeah.
Or do a follow up and send it since they got that guy's address. Say, hey man, sorry you were disappointed. We wanted to get something more fitting.
Yeah. I when Backpack B kind of quit going live, I kind of lost track of B a little bit and the whole knifeaholics thing. And I really wasn't aware. Like Kyle had mentioned Big Doug to me a couple of times. But to be honest, man, I wasn't looking for another channel to watch. And I don't even remember how all that happened. But since me and Doug have connected, you know, I've joined them for a couple of live streams on Saturday night. And Doug is definitely one of my people, man. Like, he's the kind of people I hang out with in real life. Is what I'm getting at. You know, he would fit right in at Meathead Shop, drinking beer and telling stories.
What's his name, Big Doug? I don't think I'm aware of him.
Broke ass CDC. He's on the screen. Yeah, him.
Broke ass, what's up? I don't know if I am. I see screen names all the time, and you guys know me. I've got brain damage.
He just hit monetization, and but I think he started out. Correct me if I'm wrong, Doug. I think he started out doing live streams with Backpack B on Knifeaholics. I think that's how he got started.
Brant, wonderful Brant. I'll tell you, my little core group of people.
Version of me, really.
My little core group of people that I met and kind of spiraled off of really came from Grateful Panic's live streams and then Tri-State's live streams. Those are the first two live streams I would linger in. Jared's, I guess, early on. Yeah. And I got familiar. Those are the screen names. I say that because those are the screen names that I remember. New screen names since I started fucking around with the channel. Even though I see them all the time, I don't necessarily put them together.
Right. I mean, I got horrible news tonight.
Oh no.
Kyle messaged me and said, hey, I got a couple of knives I need to mail you. And I wasn't sure which knives he was talking about. I can't keep shit straight. So I called him and he asked me if I wanted him to mail DeMarco's knife to him since he's not going to Blade Show. No, he asked me if I wanted him to mail Bob DeMarco's knife to him. And I said, no, I'm going to hand deliver it at Blade Show. And he said, Bob's not going to be at Blade Show because they just found out his wife has breast cancer. So whatever God it is y'all believe in, or karma, or good vibes, whatever, y'all keep Bob DeMarco, his wife and family in your thoughts and prayers or whatever. But yeah, that's heartbreaking, man. Because those are really, really good people. It couldn't happen to better people or worse people, however you word that. Tragic either way. You know, with today's technology, though, you know, the odds of her surviving that are pretty high, but still.
Plus,
I know it's very hard on a woman, you know, especially if they have to do a mastectomy. It's very hard on their mental health to go through that, not to mention the treatments or whatever else she's going to have to deal with. Yeah, Todd, I missed it, man. That breaks my. I love Bob to death, man. I've spent hours with Bob in Atlanta, and
he's a kind individual. He what you see is what you get.
Yeah, he's a really good guy. Yeah, and as he is as in love with his wife today as he was the day that he met her. It's a beautiful relationship those two have. Yeah, what are the odds of going to a knife fighting class
and meeting the love of your life?
Yeah, and meeting a gorgeous blonde-haired woman, and then marrying her and spending the rest of your life with her. That's pretty rare.
That's true, dude.
Yeah. You're close, buddy.
He's one of the what do they call those Filipino boys? Lady boys.
Lady boy. No, I'm not into lady. Lady boys got fake boobs too. Most of them. I'm not into that. I just like small boobs. I don't like scar tissue.
I can see you playing your video game and you don't even have it laid out. You're running around in your underwear looking for lady boys.
Yeah. There is a Vietnam map, so you can find. Yeah.
See, I don't go, and I used to spend time in, I guess, those 3 live streams: Tri-States, Jared's, and Grateful Panics. And when I started doing live streams, I'll go creep and said Stevie. I just sleep weird times, and I'm just not. I just kind of drifted away from not the community, but from knife content, I guess.
Yeah.
A lot of it is I don't want to be have preconceived notions, but the other side of me says I need to watch content to freshen up on what people are doing that's a different spin on something that I can lift from.
Right. Yeah, you're almost always asleep during said fashion.
I was awake well, the other thing too is I've just talked like you guys usually that join me have for 3 hours. For me to watch on my Apple TV, this sounds selfish. It's really just lazy. But for me to say, hey, I feel like I've got to say hey to everybody. And if I miss anybody, I feel like shit. And I'm typing on a tiny screen, squinting at my TV. It's a whole work.
You're mailing who an AirTag, Doug? I'm mailing him an AirTag so I can track his progress. Who are you talking about?
AirTags suck. I put one on my dad's keys because he's got dementia and he lost his keys in his house. You got to be right on top of that fucking thing to make it even beat. What it does, I mean, you can't like put it in your luggage and then be in the hotel and think you're going to see your luggage. Not with an Apple AirTag. It's Bluetooth. You got to be like right on it. And if you get close to it, it'll have a green arrow that'll be pointing about how many feet you are from it.
I got you. Cliff called me today. He tried to video call me. I don't know if he's here or not because it's very important. But I'm going to be completely honest, guys. I'm probably not going to answer a video call. I don't like them. It's not my thing. But not only that, I was driving and had my grandson with me, so I couldn't answer anyway. But I haven't had time to call him back. But he told me to call him. It was very important. I don't know what Cliff's got going on, but
I didn't hear who video called you.
I didn't get back to him, but yeah, I'm not a video call kind of like the whole time I'm on there. All I want to do is get off the phone. So
yeah, I get a lot of anxiety with the phone. My income used to always be tied to my phone, so every time the phone rang, working, it was always like going to be something that would spring me into fucking action. So it's kind of like Pavlov's dog. If the phone rings and I don't see your name pop up and don't know you, and worse yet, aren't in the mood for you, I just usually don't answer it.
Right. Yeah. I did a video call with Cliff and Paul. I don't mind talking to either one of those guys, but I just do not like a video call.
Bloom.
Not only that, but if I am at home where I can accept a video call, I'm probably laying there in my underwear. I'm just not, I don't know.
It seems a little, I don't want to say invasive because we're all friends, but it's kind of like, I know a lot of people wouldn't answer a video call that might answer a phone call. And I always text, call me when you're free. If
phone call, I would have answered because I can do that while driving, but
I'm a call me when you're free guy.
Kathleen just informed me you can answer a video call without doing the video part.
You absolutely can. But I'm always conditioned, I guess, because of the way I answer the phone. If I want to talk to Shane, I'll text him and say, unless I tell him I'm going to call him, I'll text him and say, call me when you can or call me when you're free.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll usually either say not important or important. And I've never said important.
Bugsy, I don't blame her. I'd make you answer a video call if I was your wife, just to prove where you're at, what you're
That's different. That's not as invasive because that's your wife.
Right. I sent you a link, Bugsy, in case you decide to join.
Yeah, David, it's you never know who you're going to get on the phone, and I'm not worried about getting scammed. I just know how a telemarketer or any kind of person that's calling trying to get extra business, they don't respect your time and your freedom. And they scam my dad all the time. So if you don't show up, and I even tell people that I have professional relationships with in the knife business, like if you want to be on Friday Night Flicks, text me, let me know you're going to call me because I'll give them my number. Tell me it's you and then call me. I don't mind you calling me, but if I don't know it's you, if you come in as a 901 whatever number, you're going to go to voicemail. And guess what? I don't check my voicemail. It'll probably say the caller you've reached has a voicemail that is full and is no longer accepting messages because I haven't checked one in 2 years. Ryan.
That's right.
That's good, brother.
Kyle's eating or something, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, Ryan, did I tell you we got what color is it? Raw tie Strider that looks like your black Strider, has the flag, Magna Cut, satin blade, Tonto.
No.
It's priced pretty high. I think it's priced at like $1,000. I'll send you pictures of it. I love the knife, but I didn't hold yours enough. I think it's exactly like yours, just a different color. So you would have like a black and a gray.
Yeah.
If you liked it.
Paul, hang on a second, guys. Paul, let me know if Cliff is okay. He video called me earlier, and I was driving with my grandson. I couldn't answer it. And I got home and had to cook dinner. Anyway, I forgot to get back with him. But I just realized he had messaged me and said he needed to talk to me really bad. And I failed to get back to him. So just let me know if everything's okay if you've talked to him. Anyway, go ahead, guys. But yeah, that's who I hung up with you a few minutes ago, John. Told you I had to answer that call because it was Ryan calling me back.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
I do communicate with people.
I thought I sent it to you, buddy. I apologize. It was just one that I wasn't there when they traded for it. I'm trying to think if we've traded for anything else neat.
Brian.
Kyle said,
maybe Shane, maybe Cliff was trying to call you to get some tracking advice.
I don't know, man. It's not like he calls me all the time, and then when he said it was important, I feel bad that I dropped the ball on that. But yeah,
Mike,
I would rather. I didn't know I couldn't answer a video call and not be on video. But yeah, I'm not a video call.
I'm not either.
I'm not either.
I mean, from time to time,
I won't answer it if you call me that way.
From time to time, you got to take it. But
that person I used to date for 4 years after I got married, her whole thing was FaceTime. And like, if I wasn't over there staying with her, she'd lay on her side on FaceTime and talk. And it was just like, what the fuck? You know, this is just exhausting.
What is he at? Ryan, is that white dial?
Yes.
What's he talking about? His watch?
I'm pretty sure. Isn't that your Rolly? Or one of them?
oh yeah.
Rolling.
Ryan, you'll appreciate this. My daughter got all excited because
there's Cliff right there.
There's her address is the exact same address as across town, except for a north and a south. So they get each other's mail a lot. And this family across town who gets her mail a lot, if they get a package, they keep it. And when she reached out to them about it, they're like, it came to our house. It belongs to us. They won't ever give her stuff. Well, recently, she got a Rolex in the mail that was sent to their address. And I was like, Allison, that's not real. She's like, it's in the box. It's got a COA. I was like, Allison, Rolex is not going to fucking UPS you a Rolex.
And not make you sign for it if they do.
Yeah, you can't.
You can get them in the mail. You can, but
Yeah.
Most of the time, like if you get one from Rolex, it's got to go through an authorized dealer. But you can get one from your authorized dealer to you in the mail. But most of the time, they won't ship to a home address. It has to go to a pickup spot.
But she looked it up and she's just convinced she got a fucking $15,000 watch.
She should threaten those people that
laying on her doorstep. Like, that's not real.
She ought to tell those people that opening up a mail that's not addressed to you is a federal offense.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
you got to pull
that way. I don't know how that works, but I distinctly remember a U.S. Postal Service commercial. It was a guy in an igloo, probably Cliff Bright, and he steps outside his igloo by his mailbox. Of course, there was a mailbox outside his igloo, and there was a box, and he opened it, and it's an oscillating fan. And the commercial was informing you that if you receive an item in the mail, even if it's not addressed to you, it's your property. Now, guys, this was in the mid-'80s when this commercial was made, so they may have changed those rules by then. But the point was, that guy has kept some of my grandson's toys that she's ordered. So when he tried to get his clone Rolly, she ended up with it. Now I'm wrong. I would still take it to a jeweler just to make sure. Like, I'm not going to throw it in the garbage and take the chance. But the odds of that.
There's some of those clones that you can get that your every average jeweler really can't tell them apart either.
Right.
You know,
if you take it to an authorized dealer, they'll tell them a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, an authorized dealer, they should have somebody there to be able to tell you. But
yeah.
Unless you're well versed in them, there's some of them that's pretty solid.
Don't
and in all actuality, there's probably
that's
some
got me curious though.
Better and keeps better time than Rolex too.
That's got me curious though, Ryan, because she just sent me a picture of an Acura SUV that she just paid cash for, and I know that bitch ain't got no cash. I bet you she sold that fucking watch to somebody, and they believed it was real, because there's no way she had the money to buy that thing.
There's a possibility.
I bet she sold that watch and bought that car. If she did, more power to her, but yeah. I'm not going to believe that they just dropped the Rolex.
Yes, Paul. I
got Rolex on her doorstep.
Yeah, several, don't you, Ryan?
Yes, Paul. I have a Rolex, buddy.
Ryan, what knife were you just slipping?
Sorry.
Ellis.
This is Mad Yoko's Redeemer.
The Redeemer. Oh, yeah. That's where I'd seen it. Yeah. And that's North Mountain Blade, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And who did the laser for you?
He did it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yako did it, really?
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
What's that one called?
Redeemer. It's got his logo on it.
Is that made by Freeman?
It's made by North Mountain Blade, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's being sarcastic because of the billboarding.
But what kind of blade steel is that? Because I've only seen them use that SLD Magic and 3V.
M390.
Okay.
Yeah.
But in all actuality, it's a pretty sweet knife. Like it's
It is wild looking. I like it.
I'm proud.
It's really different.
I am proud that Yako kind of learned his lesson there. And I'm not here to defend Tyler, but for those of you who decided you didn't want anything else to do with him because of his politics, you have to keep in mind, man, Tyler was not in a good place. He was very impressionable. He got to listening to the wrong people, and he spewed some stuff that he didn't even know what he was talking about, and he admits that now, and he's out of it. So I'm just saying, me personally, I forgive him.
I've always liked Tyler.
Yeah.
But again, I don't let politics.
Yeah, I don't
how I think about people either.
I don't pay attention to as much as what is said as how it's said, and I don't even remember what was said. I just remember it was weird as fuck.
I wasn't even there for it and don't care. But like you said, I try to keep that separate from my impressions of people anyway. But I think I understand Tyler more because, guys, I've said things in the knife community. I've started drama in the knife community that I probably that I would not have started I'm just saying I've started shit that I wouldn't have started had I not been in the mental state that I was in. So I understand forgiveness for things like that.
Or whatever mental state made you make Metal Complex feel. I want more of that, Shane.
Now that was fun. That was all in fun.
John, you ride his nuts and watch his videos and he goes, what's it matter?
I don't watch his videos. I watch certain ones. Fish bags.
I watch his video. Metal Complex does the best knife reviews in the business.
SLD Magic is a steel that's a kitchen steel. Max Ace used it first on the Neptune, and North Mountain Blade uses it on their knives. I sharpened this fixed blade with SLD Magic.
Craig, it's a super cheap production steel. That's what you need to know.
Yeah, it's sharpened really well, though.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's made by Hitachi. It's a low grade steel that. Yeah.
I'm not bad mouthing at all. I'm just saying it's not special. It's not great. It's just
What's interesting is, if I'm not mistaken,
Drew, you should. I'm just glad Bob wasn't here.
their 3V might be priced. I can't remember how much higher, or I know it took them a lot longer to get Jason's SLD Magic knives made than his 3V knives made. ELC coded 3V.
But I'll say this: if I was going to buy a knife from North Mountain Blades, I'd just as soon buy the SLD Magic as I had the 3V, just because I don't trust.
Neither one of them are going to be great.
The 3V anyway, so it doesn't matter to me. What is that?
Grazioso.
Oh, Grazioso is a nice knife.
It is nice. They got a pretty wicked action on it.
Yeah, Grazioso is awesome.
Yeah.
That is a phenomenal knife. I think that's my second favorite design that he's made.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Blue, I don't know what you're talking about, but I believe you. And he's not the only one. You know exactly what I'm talking about. But I do tend to give Tyler a little more leeway, just because he might be the only guy I know that's slightly more fucked up in the head than I am. So I'm not saying you need to forget him. I'm just saying I give him a little leeway because sometimes I kind of understand.
You know what that design screams?
What the hell's wrong with my camera?
Looks like a Strider. But that's a Dyer, though, ain't it?
It's a Dwyer. But what it really is,
It's a Twire.
a pocket shredder.
That is definitely a pocket shredder.
If you look at that frag, how tight it is and sharp, and then you look at where the clip is, and there's no there's no smooth under it.
It's the wire selling out to China is what that is.
Yeah.
It is.
How do you like
Licensing.
that,
Licensing.
What's that?
John? How do you like that one?
I love it.
Dwyer got permission to do those. He ran the shop for Strider for a long time.
Right. No, I understand that. I'm just saying, but that was.
And he
It's like-
licensed this design. He didn't OEM it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Richard Hopkins, the Roman gnome.
Yeah, Bosie's got a good point there. Take it apart and have it tumbled. Have the scales tumbled. Knock all those sharp edges off.
You know, I like frag, but that's one of the reasons I hardly ever use
Was
it.
that frag, Shane?
Yeah.
Is that something that Tate couldn't do that, could he, with his machine?
He probably has a tumbler. He can do acid stonewash, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but have him put it in the stonewash tumbler. It's not going to change the look of the knife. It's just going to take those sharp corners away.
I'm all up for that.
It don't shred your pocket as bad, and it's more comfortable in hand.
I traded for that knife. My buddy A to Z got it off of Blade Binge, and I traded him a North Mountain Blade chop. They make a knife called the Chop, which is a Japanese-inspired knife, and it's ironwood with a titanium liner lock, titanium frame under the ironwood front flipper, and it's $110. It's an amazing knife. They also make a Chop Plus that uses and had Lee Williams kickstop licensed to them, and it's probably the best. I've only checked out a Chavez. And what's the first one that used the kickstop? An Oyster. And the
What?
kickstop felt better. Not an Oyster. What's it?
Oh,
Jared Oyster? Yeah, kickstop.
no. Oh, sir.
Oser. I'm sorry, but the North Mountain Blade Chop kickstop had the best detent, and just they did a really good job on it.
I'm glad they did because unfortunately the F-22 is the Jared Oser. That was a phenomenal knife as far as build and everything, but the Chavez in the kickstop was a literal hunk of shit.
It was lazy. It was sloppy.
Well, also the Troil was up underneath of the flipper.
Terry, I'm glad you answered that text because I didn't know what the WTF was for. And you are correct. That's a stolen image. That was your image. But I was going to share that on TikTok and tag you in it. And I couldn't find you. That's why I asked if you were on TikTok.
Are you on TikTok?
You see Aiden's comment, bud?
That's awesome to hear, Richard. What did I see Aiden's comment?
Yeah. He was giving you an update on his heathen.
Are y'all on TikTok, Shane?
Good deal, Aiden. Glad to hear that, buddy. Yeah, I just started ticking and talking.
Put night videos up there and tell me how long it takes me to get banned.
I'm on there. I rarely ever get on TikTok though.
Oh no, they've stopped the knife thing. That's all I put on there is knife stuff. They knives now.
Yeah,
that's the only reason I'm on there.
Maybe the terms of service have changed because the terms of service I wouldn't ever sign it or click it because it was so invasive.
Yeah,
well, it's not anymore. They
Fred the Lug is in Gadsden, Edgy.
Yeah, yeah. He texted me, but I've had the grandson, and we've had car issues. Yeah. Just left the Thai place. I'm assuming you're talking about the Thai place up by Nakalota Falls, Fred. Everybody rants and raves about how good it is, but I'm not a Thai food guy, so I couldn't give you an opinion. I think it's called KD Thai or KD Thai, something like that. Little tiny place up by Nakalota Falls.
Mike's Little Balls?
I think that's Nakalota Falls. I think that's the only Thai place in Etowah County.
Nakalota have falls.
That's what it sounded like.
Yeah. It is weird how invasive TikTok is, though. Like, as soon as I joined, it realized I was from Gadsden because I get a Nakalota Falls video every time I open it. Somebody's posting content from Nakalota Falls. And I want to tell them every time that whole story is bullshit. It was all made up. But I got tired of typing it, so I let it go.
You really shocked me that you went on there.
I'm shocked too. Ryan,
nothing does shocks me. No,
I don't scroll through it. I don't watch anything. The guys at the speed shop, just kept on me. Thought, man, you should really be posting your dives on there. And it's grown faster than I thought it would. To be honest, I get more views on TikTok and more likes than I do on Instagram. So
the bots are strong there.
Yeah.
Still TikTok though.
I know. It's not any more evil than any of the other ones we're on. It ain't any worse than where we're at right now.
You got to reach out to.
Have you carried yours yet?
Yeah, get some tips.
Have you carried that?
I carry this all the time.
You like it?
I love it.
Mine has seen 0 pocket time.
Really, dude, it's a.
I have not stuck it in my pocket yet.
Which one?
The Model 3 automatic.
Automatic.
It's what I'm getting after Blade Show.
I sold mine to Paul Mike because I really struggled with the button.
Because the button's recessed.
I really struggled with it, man. I always feel like Michael is what you missed it by that much. Like, he does a lot of things great, but he's always this far away from.
He don't fuck with Shane.
Yeah. Huh?
So he don't fuck with Shane.
I think his design idea there was not to have it be a misfire, an accidental fire.
I'm sure, as most people.
So that you got it. I know your finger, and my buddy A to Z, who you know, couldn't fire it easily at all. But I'm looking forward to
feel the button with my thumb and not knowing. Like, I can't judge how much pressure I'm putting on something, and it just didn't work for me. But,
I'm a huge fan.
He's always open to advice. So, you know, what do you mean you don't fuck with me, Ryan? What are you getting at?
Every knife he puts out, he's like, man, I love it, but I just can't operate it. He needs to come out with one knife, a Shane edition.
Yeah.
A fixed blade?
He needs to make it a fixie.
A flipper tab with a soft detent.
He's got all the parts for the perfect fixed blade. I think if he took the slip joints blade and integrated it in a little ergonomical handle, it would look like.
I guess we could talk about that. You know, we'd been in talks about making the Thug.
Yeah.
A folder, and
it's
probably not going to happen. You know, Michael is realizing more every day that he doesn't have time to do his stuff, and you know, admittedly, doesn't even have time to QC his stuff as much as he needs to, and it's just not. It's just not going to work out for him to make the Thug, but that's okay.
What's up, chat? Good looks, Keith.
What's up, Bugsy? Is he does he have enough profit to bring somebody in part-time to do QC to take some of that shit off his plate that he doesn't like to do?
I don't get too deep into his personal business. It's still him and his wife. I don't know if you know, he probably, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's that he doesn't want to hire anybody or he can't find.
If there's anything like me, you don't trust anybody.
Right.
Appreciate you, Ryan.
No, it's like when it comes to my business, I don't trust anybody to handle like my books and stuff like that.
Right.
So I have to
I was just talking about like QC, getting somebody part-time to do the things that, you know, can make or break your reputation.
Unfortunately, these days, if you don't have like your mom doing it or something.
Well, see, I'm going to be honest with you. Every piece of advice I've gotten from old timers, been in this business for a long time, said don't hire family. Well, for the obvious reasons, but they always say the snake's going to bite you from the inside out. Your family will steal from you before somebody else will.
Yeah, but if you can't trust your family,
oh yeah,
who are you going to trust?
Exactly, that's my point.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
I've been trying to convince my family for years.
I'm not speaking for Michael because we don't talk about stuff like that. But I mean, I think everybody's in agreement that he could make that little tiny margin of error go away if he had a little more time. But I don't know why. I don't know why he doesn't do that.
He could also afford to go up on his pricing a little bit if he needed to.
I think he could a lot.
Yeah.
It'll still be cheaper than everybody else, all his competition.
You know, it's always shocking to me because like Sharif got, maybe I shouldn't say his name. It's too late.
Sharif, no, he's talked about it publicly.
Okay, Sharif got an ABW slip joint that was horrible. And it just blew my mind because so many people have bought that knife and everybody has loved it. What are the odds that Sharif gets a bad one? But he did. It happened.
Dude, that happens to me more than I like to admit.
I can understand Sharif's being annoyed, you know, and when Kyle and I talked about it, you know, Kyle was 100% right. You know, if somebody had just opened and closed that knife one time, they should have known. Well, I'm not going to say they didn't open and close it and it didn't act fine the first time, but
so here's the question:
you would think it had to have been like that. But I don't know.
Do you think it's better for the maker that somebody known got their product and found the issue, or do you think it's better for the maker, or it would have been better for the maker if nobody got it and then didn't know what they got, a messed up model?
It's worse either way. It's a lose
I think
either
it's
way.
better for Michael that somebody that understands knives got it, and because I think it probably I think it brought more attention to Michael because it was Sharif. Because it was somebody that knew what they were talking about.
Well, I think it's more valuable.
It would for me. Like if Sharif calls when I hand Sharif my knife, he's like, hey, Bubba, did you notice this? I would pay a lot more attention to that coming from Sharif than I would, almost anybody else, to be honest. And not just Sharif, but Sharif.
But at the same time, you got somebody like Sharif where you got, hundreds, if not thousands of people watching them saying, hey, man, I got this knife from this American Blade Works. And this dude don't know American Blade Works. This guy that's watching him. Dude, it ain't good. Look at the action, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And all of a sudden, this guy's now is like, nah, I'm going to stay away from American Blade Works.
Yeah,
he didn't probably bash him, though. He didn't make a video on
it. It didn't help his case, because you can make a video on it and a follow-up video on it on how he took care of it, but you never know if the same people are going to see both. But I've always promoted Michael. I still do, but I've never told anybody that they're perfect because I don't get many perfect Spydercos either, and they're my favorite knife.
He'll make it right.
That's my point.
Yeah,
There's
but
no other maker you can buy from.
That doesn't make it better, but he will make it right.
Yeah, but the issue is when you've had multiple models from that person, and they're always something you have to send back, then it's really, really annoying.
And it's costing him money each time, so his profitability is going down. My question is, would you think a big company like Benchmade has a basic quality control department?
Yeah.
Okay, I would too.
Yeah, they do, and there's been eras when people talk about Benchmade's QC being bad. There's been eras when they talked about Spydercos. Greg Bedford had QC issues at one point.
Listen to this. Listen to this.
Here's the thing. That's always going to boil down to how good a guy do you have in that chair.
Well, let me tell you this.
Did
you put out enough knives. I don't care how good your QC is going to be. You're going to have a couple get through anyway.
This is what I consider a chronic failure that there's no excuse for. The Knives and More got in 5 Presidios or 5 automatics, all the same model, all in the new box. And John opens them and checks them before he puts them out. 2 of the 5 did not deploy.
Right.
Automatics did not open. So if they have the most basic QC and they've got a monkey in the chair, that to me is a fireable offense.
No,
I get that, John, but there's no way to know if let's say they tell him to open that knife 3 times, and it opened 3 times. You put it in the box, and on the 4th time it did open. That's entirely possible.
How's that? I guess
it's possible. It's just Murphy's Law. It can happen.
Have you seen how those springs are coiled in there? In that
John, I made the majority of my money in my lifetime as what I think I was the best automotive air conditioning guy in Northeast Alabama. And I've done the same job. I've done the same job on the same make and model, let's say a 07 Chevrolet 1500. I've done compressor jobs on those trucks probably 1,000 times. And if somebody pulled up, even though I've done that repetitive motion so many times, it's probably the one I did more than any of them. There's a good chance that I fucked one of them up, because it can be the mood I'm in that day, how focused I am on my work. Who knows?
But to me, if it was one knife, it would still be unacceptable.
Right.
But 2 out of 5 is almost 50% fail rate on things that made it out of quality control and out into the market.
That's 2 out of 5, but there might have been 7,000 in that batch, and only 10 of them were bad. You might have just got 2 out of 5.
It's true.
I'm not saying that it's okay. I'm just saying.
No, you always strive to be better, but
and they replaced them. I mean, it's they made it right. It's just one of those things.
That was how can that happen? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, how can I just don't see how it could happen because I've not been in quality control.
John, let me give you a real good example, and nobody has heard this. Everybody that's watched my lives and watched me make knives in the past knows that I skipped the very first rule of knife making. If you watch any knife maker on how to make a knife, they cut the knife out of the piece of steel. They put blue layout fluid on the edge and mark the center of the edge before they ever start grinding. We've all watched these videos. We've all seen that, right? I never did that. I skipped that step from the get-go because I couldn't see the line if I did put it in there. I always marked my edges. As I'm grinding, you'd watch me. I'd grind, dip, mark it to see where it was at. I was always shooting for around 5 thousandths thickness on my knives. Since then, recently, now that I've started to wear glasses and I got better equipment, I've started marking that center line. And at the same time, the batteries went dead on my micrometers. My micrometers aren't working right now. I just sent Kyle what I considered the best knife I've ever made. The knife I made for Scott Stills. And Kyle is shipping it back to me because he can't sharpen it. Because I didn't grind it thin enough. He marked it. It's 60 thousandths at the edge. That's not acceptable. So that's what I'm getting at. It's not that hard. As zoned in on making that knife as perfect as I possibly could, I left it too thick. So now
I can understand that more than
so that I can regrind it and make it thinner so that it'll cut the way I want it to cut.
I really can understand that though, because your eyes don't see that, and your mic meter was down. Yeah, it's a problem.
There's still no excuse for it. It's still not acceptable. Luckily, I had somebody between me and Scott to intercept that issue before he ever got it. If I didn't have Kyle QCing them, I would have sold him a knife that was, well, if it's 60 now, what do you think it would have been behind the edge by the time you sharpen it, Kyle? 75?
70 to 75.
That knife wouldn't have cut for shit. And he has told me on 3 different occasions he's going to use the shit out of that thing. That's exactly was his exact words. I'm going to use the shit out of this knife. So his impression of me would be, man, Shane's grinds ain't worth the fuck. And that's the last thing I want. Like, it don't hurt my feelings that bad if he's like, hey, man, your handle work's not quite as clean as this guy's or whatever. The 2 things I want people to always say about my knives are they were ground well and they were screaming fucking sharp out of the box. That's why I have Kyle sharpen. So I can see it happening.
I will say this, Shane, not to beat yourself up on that. Yeah, that was a pretty big overlook, but that knife and the one with the crosscut, whatever that was.
Yeah, Diamond
Lux. Those are 2 of your best
by far
done knives, without a doubt, that have ever showed up to my doorstep. I wouldn't have had to do anything to the wood handled one other than sharpen it, maybe just one little minor spot, and then the other one
under the handle.
And the other one, I didn't have to do anything to it.
Yeah. Well, there's a difference in those 2, Kyle. The crosscut one, I actually took the spine of that knife to the buffer, and the wooden one I didn't. That's why the spine on that crosscut one's so pretty. But that's my point. That's my point. You know, like here a while back, I was trying to explain to y'all how I was so concentrated on one thing that I was slacking at another. Well, here I am. I was so concentrated on making the knife pretty and upping my refinement that, you know, I lacked a little bit on concentrating on how thin I ground it.
Hey, Shane, have you ever thought about, and I do this on stuff that I do repetitively, just as much as I do if I'm doing something for the first time, make you a checklist. And before you ship that thing out, you have your own QC right there.
Ryan Kyle has told me that at least 100 times.
Why don't you do it?
I don't know.
You stubborn asshole.
Yep. Welcome to my world.
I didn't get out of bed all week this week. Why didn't I? I don't know. Well, I wish I could get my shit together, but
dude, I mean, that's something so easy. And the thing about it is, it just keeps yourself honest. I mean, it keeps. And let me tell you something. I can't tell you how many times things I do on a daily basis that one day, like you said, your mind's on something else, everything's second nature to you. But when you get complacent in your order of operation, that's when you start skipping stuff.
You're right. That's exactly what I did. Like,
I can't tell you how many times stuff I do on a daily basis. I go back to my checklist and I'll skip 2 or 3 things on that.
I think it was pretty centered, Cheeto. It was just a little thick. So
speaking of these are done, Shane. You want to see them?
Sure. That looks so
nice.
Badass.
Very sunsetty.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Make yourself big, Kyle, can you?
Not jealous.
I can make him big.
Yeah,
I don't know how to make him big.
You click in the
just kicks me off.
Ryan does.
I don't know how to make him big. I'm sorry.
you hover in the top right corner and you'll see 2 lines that are going diagonally apart, and you click on it.
But yeah, Shane, man, I wouldn't be able to keep track of all these 30 fucking fish tanks if I didn't have like a whiteboard.
Right.
There you go. See?
I got so many different things going on, different things on breeding schedules, different things on water change schedules, different parameters for different tanks, all kinds of shit. If I
And
didn't
all
write
this
that
stuff
stuff
is
down
stuff
there,
you do on a daily basis, like, you
Right.
know. But I don't care how
I
often you
lost
do
audio
it. You're
from
not going
Ryan.
to keep it all
I'll be
straight.
back.
You know?
Bugsy, you know who can help you with that breeding schedule is Dr. Drew.
oh yeah,
He's a serial breeder.
I don't know if Cheeto was around for it, but Cheeto's knife, I'm not blaming it on that. I had a lot of personal shit going on that I think Kyle's the only one that knows about this past week that kind of sent me spiraling as far as my depression goes. But Cheeto's knife forced me to walk out of the shop and just stop working for a little while because it's I don't know how to put it. It's
Pain in the ass.
it's fucking with me. That's all I can say. I'm not. It's not turning out the way I want it to turn out. Like things that I would like. I got the swedges cut and was really happy with that, and then didn't think about the fact that all I know how to do is a full flat grind. I've never done a saber grind. Well, when you grind it full flat, that because the flat, the bevel goes all the way up to the spine, that affected the swedge. So now the swedge don't look like it did when I initially cut it. So I'm going to have to be in the right mind before I go back to that. That's all I'm saying.
It's fitting for Cheeto to have that model just being a complete pain in the ass. That's what he should have named it.
Yeah.
Real asshole.
Magnamax fret.
The first hollow grind I tried to do on it, I fucked up. Luckily, I didn't fuck it up deep, so I could go back and flat grind it. It's the same knife, actually. So I went back and did a flat grind on it, and then realized that the majority of the swedge disappeared because I full flat ground it. So the bevel ran into the swedge. So I don't know, man.
You're not accounting for, Shane, is even though it's been coming up on 2 years, you're still very fresh and new.
Oh,
You haven't got a ton of reps in. So when you try something new, you got to expect to waste a bunch of material getting it right.
It just
You just got a new grinder. How long ago?
Yeah.
That's like changing the entire game. Right.
But you have to learn these things.
It does suck when you're scrapping S90V. Now,
Well, that's why you practice on junk.
I know. Even Cheeto said that. He's like, man, maybe you should practice on some Pro Cut or some mild
Well,
steel.
who told you that?
You and him did.
A year and a half ago.
You know why?
I don't new woodworking techniques on very expensive burl.
Right. You know why I can't stand that thought though? It's
Because
if I nail it on the mild steel and it's perfect, and then I go to every time I've tried that, I'll nail it on the junk. Then when I go to do it for real, I fuck it up. And it pisses me off even more because now I know I've nailed it before.
Well, maybe you wouldn't if you had a checklist.
I know. You're probably right. I'm getting there though, man. I just
Good idea, Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, man, a whiteboard is the easiest way for me.
Yeah. long as you just, the fret's not going to be an issue. I mean, that's a full flat ground knife. I know I can do everything that needs to be done to that knife. There's nothing new there, so you don't have any of those worries. But at the same time, one of these days, I'm going to look back and I'm going to appreciate the fact that Cheeto challenged me to do something I haven't done before. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. I mean, everything that you're dreading doing or you don't feel comfortable doing, you're going to look back and not necessarily you'll laugh at it. You'll think how trivial it was. Your sheaths or something, even though you don't have a desire to make Kydex sheaths, there'll be a day, because Jacob is not a special person. He's very talented. But if you watch him make these on his little lives, there's not that much to it. He has a little small oven. He's got a press, and then he's got that little grommet thing, and then he cuts everything off around it. I mean, and his sheaths, I think, are the best in the game.
Yeah, my Kydex work's getting better. I'm not beating myself up over it, but
it's all necessary.
I feel bad that I didn't accomplish anything this week. But at the same time, with the state of mind I was in, I didn't need to be in the shop either. Like, I wasn't going to be able to approach things with a clear head and the confidence I needed to accomplish what I was setting out to do.
You may be like a lot of other people. I know I'll get burned out and won't want to pick up my guitar for 3 weeks, or I won't want to make videos for a couple of days. And after I don't do it and feel guilty not doing it, if I pick up, for example, my guitar after 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I can play better than if I've been playing daily, because my fingers have had time to chill. My brain has kind of processed stuff. You still think about your workflow. You still think about the things that you have to do. And maybe after some time down, you go in with more focus, even if you're not consciously aware of it.
Yeah, I've got Cheeto's asking about that Magnamax. All that Magnamax is claimed, Cheeto, and I wouldn't want to make a kitchen knife out of 1/8 inch anyway. But the next piece I order is going to be 3/32. So if I do that, I'll let you know. And that's another thing I need to bring up. Because of missing this week of work and not having the confidence that I need, I actually, when I laid Cheeto's knives down, Ryan, I decided to work on your chef's knife, and then realized that with that mindset, I did not need to do that. So it may not be ready by Blade Chef. I want that knife to be everything that I'm envisioning it. So I don't want to rush it.
It's all right.
I just had some, I had some stuff come up that fucked me up a little bit.
Life happens, dude.
Yeah. Paul, I'm going to be completely honest with you, buddy. I don't want anything to do with that guy. I don't want anything. I'm not talking about you. I don't want anything to do with Gordon or his process.
Associated.
I don't want to be associated with that guy at all. He's not a knife maker. He doesn't know shit about making a knife. I don't want anything to do with it.
Whose guy's that?
Gordon.
Who's
Now,
this Gordon?
Paul, if you want to give him another shot, you can
That's
go
beautiful.
out the knife supply and buy a piece of steel. But yeah.
Is he the guy that goes live all the time?
Yeah. He's a guy that fucking, I'm pretty sure has ruined Paul's S125V. I'm going to try to salvage it.
Yeah, I remember that story, but I wasn't sure of Gordon. I didn't know his real name.
Yeah,
What
that's it.
happened?
Yeah. I'd do anything else in the world for you, Paul. I just don't want to associate with that person.
Shane, did you see Cheeto's comment asking how wide the Magnamax was?
I did. I answered
Okay.
it, actually.
Sorry, I just got back. That's why I was asking.
It was only 1.5 inches wide and 1/8 inch thick, but the next piece I order, I'm going to get 2 inches wide and 3/32, so I can do a chef knife too. That was what was really sucked, man. I was really, really happy with those chef's knives I made. I loved
That's
the
beautiful.
look. They had great finger clearance. Everything was perfect. And then that all of them but 2 fucking warped bad. I'm talking about banana shape warp. They warp like that.
I want one of those, Brian, one day.
Yeah.
Is that
how do you combat that, Shane?
I found out. I talked to is it Chet? I talked to the guy at Pops, and I don't know that they had that in the heat treat protocol. If they did, maybe I just didn't read far enough. I had all my temperatures correct, but with ProCut, when you dip it in oil, you can't let it cool all the way off in the oil. You dip it in oil for 8 seconds, and then immediately go to your aluminum quench plates and clamp it, or it'll warp. I've never even heard of that. So I was dipping it in oil and leaving it in there for 2 or 3 minutes until it was cool enough for me to take out by hand and put it in cryo. When that 2 or 3 minutes, it was warping.
Like why is it warping so bad though? Like
it was just the chef's knives because they're so thin and so long.
Yeah, but still, I mean,
I don't know. I didn't do any preheat treat grind, any of that. But he admitted that warpage on thin ProCut is an issue, and you have to put it in oil for 8 seconds and then go to your. Yeah, I've never put any carbon steel in my aluminum plates. That's just for stainless. But now I know, but I don't know that I'll ever use it for another chef's knife anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Why's Gary always hammering out his stuff? He hammers that a lot of times before it goes to heat treat and after. Is it his laser that's making it curl when he cuts it out?
Yeah, the laser will curl them, but in all honesty, I've probably been really fortunate that I've had as little warpage issues as I've had. I've probably just really been lucky. You know, the tug is so short and it's not super thin to begin with, so little chance of it warping, but I've probably just been lucky. Because like Aiden's Tonto Heathen, it's in ProCut and it's fairly long, but it's considerably thicker. I seen you comment, by the way, Aiden, that you've been using as a Brato. I have no issue with that because of having this warpage with ProCut and realizing that I can bend that shit with a force multiplier until my whole body shakes and it don't break. I have no issue you prying with that heathen. I'm telling you, ProCut is some tough shit.
Yeah, it's just not stainless, right?
It's not stainless at all. I can ship a ProCut knife to Kyle, and he has to put it on a Scotch-Brite belt when it gets to him.
No way, really?
It's already got black spots on it. It almost looks like Sharpie dots. Just these little black dots that pop up on it. Yeah. It is definitely a high maintenance steel if you don't want a patina. If you want it to patina, then leave it alone. But yeah. Because just think about all ProCut it's kind of like it's not that much difference than 1095, but it has some vanadium in it, which makes it even more rust prone. It raises the edge retention, but it increases the odds of it rusting even more. So
it's fascinating, all the different properties and all the different results you get.
Yeah, literally by just a pinch. I mean, in a large vat of ProCut, there's literally just a little, Emerald Lagasse amount of amount of vanadium tossed in that tank.
A little salt bay.
Yeah, and it changes. Completely changes.
Salt bay.
You on your phone, Ryan? We bored you?
No, I was.
He's gambling.
Oh. Hey, let me tell you about a new gambling. I was thinking about you the other night, Bozy. I was at the speed shop, and all those guys collect cards, mostly sports memorabilia cards. But a couple of them collect Pokemon too, but they're not into Pokemon at all. They're just in it for the money. And
there's some money in
you're
those.
showing me this website. Listen to this concept. You go on this website and you put money into your account. and it spins. So the card is sitting there spinning. Like you buy a spin, pow, it'll stop on this particular card. And it'll show you, hey, this card's worth, it was like $1 a spin. This card's worth $4. So if you want to keep it, you can leave it in there because it's at a warehouse. You can leave it in their possession and let it grow in value and then sell it, or they'll buy it back from you instantly for that $4. Or if you want to own it, they'll mail it to you. So they actually have the physical card in hand.
Yeah.
And then it hit me. That's just a slot machine.
Yeah.
What was it called, Shane?
There's
I don't
actually
remember the name of the website.
Was it
But,
for sale?
kind
Was
of,
it
I'll
for sale
find
for
it.
trade?
I don't think so.
Because there's a YouTube channel, FSFT, for sale for trade, that specializes in sports cards, or
Yeah.
not collectibles cards like that.
Right.
But they do. They're associated with another channel that I watch, a different complete relation to golf, and they end up doing a lot of like open like $5,000 boxes of stuff, and
Right.
they do some pretty cool.
That was my point, though, that Rody made. They got around the gambling laws.
Well, that's the thing. I actually heard the other day that like Pokemon themselves might be in some trouble in the U.S. because of all the going around the gambling laws, and it's going to really like affect the entire industry because they're going to have to change all of them, like for Magic, for anybody that does like tournaments at their shops and stuff like that. Like,
How much different? How much different is it though than NFTs?
Kyle, did you?
I don't know at that level, honestly.
Did you sharpen Aiden's knife? I can't remember.
Yeah, originally, but he's used it and sharpened it.
You ready to be mad?
No,
Look at the abuse that man. I love that he's using it though. Look at that. It looks like he's been beating a grinder with it. That's using your shit right there.
He's been cutting roofing shingles, it looks like.
That's awesome.
I can promise you that I didn't leave it here this way.
Oh, I
That way.
knew from the picture it didn't leave you that way. That just shows you when Aiden says I've been beating on this knife, he by God means he's been beating on it. Yeah. Good for you, Aiden.
That's a happy knife.
Yeah.
Rody, the only reason I ask if it's comparable is just because of the implied drop in value of something so drastically, just because someone says it's worth X. Because it's all an assumed value of something.
Damn it, meathead.
Damn you, meathead. Oh, Kyle, I got something to show you. I got this super sweet, expensive flashlight.
Oh yeah, nice.
It was like a 5-pack for $5. It's AA.
Yeah.
Just
Todd,
busted chops.
I'm glad y'all still talking about that. I'll apologize, Paul. He probably does know what he's doing when it comes to old school forging and that type of thing. I don't want to be a process of him learning how to do high-end alloys.
God damn it, Drew.
Because he don't listen. What'd Drew say? This cardboard separates in fear as the edge approaches it. This spreads faster than arrogance. He says less of chat.
I don't know if you'd say those.
Check out my
So
flashlight.
you know, Drew, I'm going to make an admission.
There you go.
Drew, just for you,
Oh, boogers.
Drew. She is not my type at
The
all.
Sage?
But
Yeah,
I would hit that.
121.
Oh god, that makes me puke in my mouth.
Wait. Rewind.
Hang on, yeah, Drew. I would sleep with Erica
Oh,
just for the community, just for the reputation of being the guy that did that. I'm in. But she ain't gonna do it. What's up, Meathead? Meathead forgot. He's actually in here. Richard, Meathead's having a hard time finding the video of you beating on his shepherd. Can you Can somebody post the link to that video so Meathead can see it?
Yeah, you're the way your cadence. I never know if you're gonna say something fucking wild.
Your shepherd's hook.
Let me tell you this. Hang on. Y'all please do not spread this bad. I probably shouldn't say it.
Then don't say it.
Self-control. Don't say it.
You can't lob the softball.
There is a photograph in existence that I have seen, and if I squinted my eyes real hard, I could pull that off. That's all I'm saying. You'd never know.
That's the same build that you like.
Yeah, it's way more impressive than you think. You just have no idea because the way she dresses.
I don't give a shit.
Lady boys.
Should have to take the damn snake bites out though. I'm out on the snake bites, but I'd still do it just for the internet fame. I would do it.
There's no fame. That'd be complete.
That's called torture. What do they call it? A humiliation ritual.
It's not humiliation. I would carry that badge with honor.
I'd rather stick my dick in a blender.
No.
I would not.
I would.
I don't recommend that.
Yeah.
These are the greatest little lights ever, though. These emissirs.
Step brother Ram doesn't want to be in the video. Is Richard still here? John, do you have the link, or Kyle, do you have it to Richard's video with him hammering on that knife?
I don't.
I don't know. I wanted Meathead to see it, but I don't know. Like, I looked and couldn't find it. What's Richard's YouTube?
I don't know.
What's his YouTube channel, John? Oh, look at there. Donnie's live. I'll be damned.
Hey, let me go in there and troll. Hold on a sec.
Cheers, Donnie.
Yeah.
What's it called? Not Blessed Knives. Laser Ghost?
I ain't worried about that. What's Richard Hopkins?
Making Memories? Or he's got a couple. Are you looking for his
YouTube? Was that video on YouTube or Instagram?
It was on, I think, YouTube. Go to hold on a second. I'm trolling, man. Let me troll.
Y'all leave Donnie alone.
I'm gonna leave him alone.
On a fatherless child.
I'm gonna make him feel.
Paul, Shane doesn't answer shit. He doesn't read the chat.
It's not in caps. If it's not in caps, your chances are
live from the hood.
What did Paul ask?
I could go outside for you guys if you want.
Shane, did you still want to heat treat? I'll absolutely do it because I said I would, Paul. I'm a man of my word. I just don't want to fool with him ever again. And I'm really curious to find out if it's savable and what I'll have to do to even make it decent. Because the thing he should understand is anytime you heat treat something, there's a layer of decarb you have to grind off. I don't know if he left enough for me to grind the decarb off of it. So if there's decarb, it's going to be soft. However, soft S125V will still probably cut better than fucking 1095. So I'm saying, I'm not telling you all is lost. I just don't know yet, but I'll be willing to try. Did Richard leave? I mean, he could just tell us where the video is. That'd be really easy.
I think so. Otherwise, he probably would have talked.
I would think so. He's probably over at Donnie's.
No, I just went in Donnie's. He's got a circle of fail in there, though. Yeah. There are a couple of funny ones in there. Yeah. And he's playing music. He's playing copyrighted music, I'm sure.
Well, he's probably not monetized.
See, like, that sucks. Because, like, I want to play music with shit if I did videos.
You can on TikTok.
Yeah, fuck TikTok.
You can on Rumble, and it sucks. Rumble's got like 1% of the users that YouTube does. I still stream there. I cross stream there just to have another place in case YouTube ever says, or like today when my Google account got just totally whacked.
Aiden, that's a problem. He can't because it's already been pre-ground, super thin, and burnt all to hell. so he doesn't know how much room there's going to be left to even grind to clean up the decarb.
Yeah, we're gonna try. Don't. Yeah, I mean, I can't promise the world, but I'm gonna try.
Shane,
Right.
do you see line
That's the
front
way.
sheets question?
I didn't.
Shane, who would be your suggestion for a full DLC makeover on my Sakura? Heard Way of Knives was great, but wanted to hear other suggestions if they had any.
That's who I would have said was way nice. Colin, do you know anybody else for DLC?
Where the hell was that comment at?
That was
I
early.
saw it.
Yeah, that's earlier.
Um,
I'm just scrolling through the comments. If I'm missing
I think
anything.
who else does it? I think Rec does it occasionally. REK knives. You could also look at who was the there's a modder on Instagram that does it. I'm trying to remember his name off the top of my head. I'll have to think about it. Give me a second, but I'll have to think about it. But I know for sure the only thing with Way of Knives is they only do it in batches. So now Jay Dizzle just does scales, but I don't remember who it was on Instagram, but
The only good thing, Paul, is you don't have any money sunk into it.
what the hell are you talking about, Jesse?
Yeah, I was trying to figure it out, but I don't know.
Not a Republican.
That's what I was wondering too.
Oh, I think he's talking about. I don't know.
I mean, at this point, if you're in a camp, you're something's wrong.
Yeah.
You got to be right now. You got to be wondering what the hell is
No,
going on.
I
with
don't
these
think there's
people.
something wrong with being in a camp. I just think
Nah,
probably
you gotta-
most of us are in a camp. I just think you can't be completely sold on any camp.
if you're not in the George Carlin camp at this point, then I don't know what you're paying attention to.
George
I mean,
Carlin
we
was
have
a freaking lunatic.
We have been reduced to
George Carlin was 100% correct.
selecting the lesser of two evils. That's
No,
for
I don't.
sure.
I don't even. I think it's all one evil, and they're just playing with
You're
us.
probably right.
Well, that'll get us off topic.
What's that?
He said that'll get us off topic, and he's right. We probably need to stop.
I'm looking at some of Dustin Driver's knives that he just finished, I guess, for Blade Show.
Yeah.
Holy shit,
They're
dude.
boring as shit.
No,
I
look
love
at this.
Dustin, man, but none of his knives speak to me.
Look at the grinds on these right here, just these couple of Bowies. I've got one pulled up. I just shared it.
That's a little better.
Look at this.
I'm not a big fan of that broomstick handle, but the grinds are great.
Look at that one.
Yeah.
That's a little different. And then there's the one you don't like, my Ricochet. Then it looks like some kitchen knives, maybe.
Yeah.
That looks like what
I
he's.
mean, I like those for like belt knives.
Dustin makes a great knife. He's a better
Funny.
knife maker than I am for sure, but nothing he's ever made has made me go, damn, I want that. I don't know
Yeah.
why. Is that Prince?
That was Prince,
He's the greatest musician of our time.
greatest musician ever.
Probably. You're probably well, yeah. I don't know that anybody could argue that.
I
Even if you
just
don't
can't
like
say
it,
there's any. That's what I'm saying though. If I can't really enjoy all your music, it's hard for me to say you're the best musician of all time.
So Hogue does have a $104 knife made in the USA, and their Magna Cut tested at 62.6 HRC. I thought Hogue was more expensive than my base model bug out.
Damn
But
it,
almost-
John.
Hogue's always been cheaper than a bug out.
Well, not the D. I thought the D2 at 125 was cheaper than you could get a Hogue. But
Correct.
y'all are
Fishbag.
right.
No, I
Kyle
was just
tried to tell me
saying.
that.
I was also just trying to say, damn it, like you keep following that dude, like his word means something.
No, I'm just scrolling. I'm scrolling Instagram.
No, that's
Just
not
saying.
fair. His word does mean something.
To his mom,
I was gonna say that's somebody's son.
He's got way more customers than I'll ever have.
Listen to this. A huge thank you to Seth and Savivi for sending
What?
these blades to me.
what are you talking about, Shane?
That guy.
I wasn't talking about Dustin Driver. I was talking about the Hardness
No,
guy.
we're talking about Taylor Hardness.
Oh, yeah, fuck that guy. Never mind.
Hardness guy.
Shane's defensive before he's even attacked. Now I'm just scrolling down Instagram, seeing what's
Just doom scrolling for us.
Doom scrolling on my live stream.
Yeah, get on Blade
in the
Binge next.
background. I'm not sharing it. I'm just looking at.
I was sharing it. That was the point.
Yeah, it was being shared.
Yeah, this knife was like $114. It was always cheaper than a bug out.
No, I knew it was 114 when I bought mine on sale. My Deca 1, it was 114 from Smoky Mountain Knives.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about a regular bug out. I'm talking about the one Gary built and had delivered, and I replicated it on the custom shop. No, it was a Griptilian.
Yeah.
A Griptilian in D2 was 125 before taxes. I thought a Hogue Deca had a larger cost of entry. I was wrong.
Oh.
Todd, I don't know that, but based on other steels, they're all going to be in the 20s to 30s range.
Yeah. Biff, I don't know if you were here, but I was driving with my grandson when you tried to video call me. And just for future reference, I'm way more likely to answer a phone call than a video call. I really don't like video calls. But I couldn't answer regardless at the moment, so I apologize. Well, there's a picture of Cliff. Doug was wondering what he looks like. I will say this. I've seen Cliff since then. And I'm pretty sure that's a fairly old picture. I'm just going to say that.
Are you saying that he's holding that fish catfishing?
A little bit. Yeah.
Appreciate you made it home.
That's back when he was the president of the Alaska Outdoorsman Association.
Fishbag's got a good comment for you, Shane.
Although, based on the size of his ex, I'm not sure he had to fishbag or catfish anyone.
I don't see Fishbag's message. Shane, my thug was the first knife I pulled out in last week's carry video. Awesome, dude.
Oh, Craig's here too. I don't know if I said hi. What's up, Craig?
No, wait a minute. Fishbag has you have a channel, Fishbag?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't know what video you're talking about.
Yeah, put up your link, man.
Cliff, it's been a rough fucking 7 years if that was you 7 years ago, dog. Which is probably true. I've had a rough ass 7 years too, pal.
I've had a brutal 7 years.
Yeah.
I look 100 years older.
Yeah. Kyle, can you take down John's fucking Instagram strolling off the bottom down there? It's annoying me.
No, I don't have control over anything.
It ain't scrolling no more. Ooh, Todd Card got China making their own CPM steels versus importing them. He believes they buy all their steels from the USA. Why does he believe that, Todd?
He's a fucking idiot.
Thank you.
The only thing I saw idiotic was him allowing that guy to write the letter. And
I've already had this discussion. John, he didn't have this guy write the letter. He had him posted on his behalf because he is not on Instagram.
Right. He's the one that wrote it as shitty. I know. But I need to go find that post. I can't believe he thinks that.
John, just stay away from him and ignore the guy. That's the best thing to do.
He can't. He runs head first into the lion's mouth. He loves that
drama. I won't always jump in and put my 2 cents in. I'll tell you what I have been doing is I've been trying to get into my comment section. I made the mistake of putting up that Benchmade Satar video or whatever, Vapor. And it was one of the first ones out because that knife hadn't even officially dropped. Man, I got some hate on there. And I had to reply to it. Because really, it is expensive. But if you look at the other Benchmade, like a Bug Out in aluminum and M390, it's like $25 less.
Look, I'm going to say this one more time, John. The guy may have a perfectly calibrated, top-of-the-line HRC tester. All that may be true. But the fact that he is threatening makers with ruining their reputation if they don't give him free shit should tell you don't listen to a fucking word that guy says.
I wasn't talking about him anymore.
He says after that
Hey, Goob.
is bullshit.
Hey, Goob. I got off of him 5 minutes ago.
Oh,
The conversation I was just having wasn't about that.
Now he's talking about his $375 Benchmade that sucks.
Yeah, we're talking about the hate that I got on that Benchmade video. But I'm going in there and I'm punching it out with people. I'm like, hey man, I appreciate your opinion. I wouldn't buy it. You know, for me, it's not my type of knife. But if I was looking for a thin knife and I had the money, yeah, I could see it as a viable option. If I would buy the Narrows, that knife is a bargain. Because that knife's Magna Cut and that knife's got better scales, in my opinion, and it operates as smoothly as the Narrows,
Shane,
which has a totally different wire.
Cliff said he broke his back. I wonder if he was trying to get out from underneath of his ex.
I was supposed to say, quit trying to pick that piece up. Oh shit!
Did he seriously hurt
Oh,
himself?
it does say CPM 9 S90V, and I've got Kaisers that say CPM S45.
They may be.
They
I'm just
may
saying,
be,
all
but
of
I
it's
don't
not.
think
I hope you feel better, Cliff.
I don't think they all are.
No, they're not. All of them aren't, but some of them might be. But I doubt it. The mere fact that nobody talks about the fact that people walked up to the Kaiser booth and fucking stole their knives right in front of them, just took them and told them to go fuck themselves and walked away with them because they lied about what steel they were, should tell you something.
Or the fact that
they don't care to print complete lies on their blade steel.
20 CV was also created for a copy of M390 to only be sold to U.S. makers, not to be sold overseas. But yet, how many knives are stamped 20 CV over there?
We stamps a whole bunch of them 20 CV.
Yep.
And here's the thing: people say, "Well, you know, Lefty might have had it in his contract that it had to be CPNS." Lefty's a fucking liar too.
No, I didn't say that.
It is. It's true. You know it's true.
Well, I know that Lefty could be going by what his people tell him and believing blindly.
But
here's that fence. John's riding it.
Yeah, I have proven to you that he flat out lied, John.
Remind me. Remind me. I might have just forgotten it.
Ramet told him the truth. He went on air the very next night and made fun of me for that for what I said. When I told him that all that shit was shared, they're not all these knife companies, they're just marketing companies, and Ramet confirmed it to Lefty, not to me. He saw the truth, was aggravated that I got proven right, and the very next night went on his live stream and was still making fun of me for saying that. He's a liar.
I mean, I didn't witness it, but I don't doubt that. I trust you, so hey,
No. I mean, it all happened in real time. We're all right there. Me, him, and that knife nerdery guy. The knife nerdery guy was even madder that I was right. He couldn't stand that I was right. And Stevie thought it was the funniest thing ever when I got proven right.
that's
and I'm not the
beautiful.
one that asked the question. Lefty reached out to China and asked them, and they told him the truth.
Yeah,
And
there's
he had
receipts of that.
Why would he go and then spin it the other way, knowing anybody else could make that call?
Why do you think he was so mad when I posted it on Instagram? He attacked me for posting that conversation because it was a private. No, it wasn't. It was in Discord. Everybody in there could see it. Not in Discord. It was in the YouTube chat group. Everybody could see it, but he was pissed off that I posted it on Instagram, so I took it down, and I've been done with him ever since. He lied. Now, I've told a liar too in my life too, man. I ain't saying he's a bad person.
Yeah, but still,
But
I just, to me, that just seems.
But my point is, he will lie to push his brand.
It just seems like a stupid lie to get caught in, because it was not. It was admitted to by the company.
I still got the screenshots, John.
Oh, I believe you. I'm just saying, I can't believe he would make such a tactical, I'm going to die on this hill,
Right.
type of thing about his credibility. I wouldn't.
Because it was, well, this
Yes,
is the
Paul.
reason why. He knew that most people think I'm full of shit because I'm too loud about things. He knew his people would believe him and not me, so it didn't matter. And he was right. He was 100% right. Everybody still bought them. Still buying them to this day. I don't have any hard feelings toward him. I walked with Ryan over there to buy the what knife was it you bought from him, Ryan?
The
Fireball.
Fireball.
Yeah. But at the same time, I wasn't going to stand there and tell Ryan, hey, man, I 100% guarantee that still is what it says it is. But I don't think Ryan cared.
I really don't.
Right.
Drew, yes. But Best Tech also doesn't make shit.
I'm going to be honest. Probably the vast majority of collectors really don't care. I don't think anyway.
I know the people that come into Knives and More don't care.
If I like a knife, I'm going to.
Right.
Nope,
I've got
nothing,
knives
Drew.
that I thoroughly enjoy that I'm not sure people steal it, and I don't care on some of them.
Now, knives that I'm using for work, I do care a little bit. But.
Yeah. If I found out one of my Spydercos is fake, I'd be madder than hell. But I own several Chinese knives, and I couldn't tell you what steel they are, even though it's supposedly stamped on the blade. But some of it, sometimes I just don't care.
Jesse's on one tonight.
Lefty blows.
Lefty blows.
Does he swallow?
Lefty's done a lot of good things in this community, dude. I'll never take that away from Lefty.
Yep.
But when it comes to his business, and it comes to his wallet, and when it comes to his people handing him their money, he'll be dishonest if he has to.
Well, he and they've got a little group in there. They've got a fan group for sure that they've cultivated,
Right.
and I give them credit for doing that. If that's I was in that. I was a Devo addict. I mean, I was buying a lot of Devos.
They're nice knives.
Let's go back to that live stream last week when you said you weren't influenced by Lefty at all.
Well, I came clean on that. I said Friday night that, come to think of it, I have been influenced by him, just not consciously where I thought about it. And when I think about everything,
that was one of the best moments in your live stream in all of history, dude. Your entire chat fucking.
What I'm saying is, I've never bought, except for the Ohio Riverjack, that first slip joint. I've never bought a knife because Lefty said it was a great knife. I bought it because I liked it from watching Lefty's channel. That's where I was getting exposed to knives. I bought a lot of knives that Lefty would not have, that he didn't like at all. So
you do that. I'll back you on that.
I think that I was just watching a lot of his content, and that's where I was getting exposed to, because he was getting the cool shit, the Asher stuff that I liked, that was priced right, the Finch stuff at the time that I liked. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I was exposed to it there, so I was influenced by his.
It wasn't just getting called out in chat, Shane. I got a text message during that stream that said John would schedule a pap smear if Lefty told him to.
Are you asking me if I have proof of what steel is on your knives or isn't on your knives? No, it doesn't matter, dude. If you like the knife and you haven't found that it doesn't hold an edge as long as you thought it would, then don't worry about it. I'm just telling you though that if you're not aware that you're buying from companies that would lie to you, then you should be aware of that. There is a chance they're lying to you.
I do wonder at what point does any company know exactly what steel they're.
Well, they should be doing the due diligence on it.
What's that?
Hey, Bozy, you're right. I mean, all I'm going by is my bill of lading.
Due diligence can you do?
All I'm going by is my bill of lading. Could Niagara be lying to me? Sure.
Well, that's what I'm saying. How far?
So Brush River lied to everybody for years successfully.
At the end of the day, who's gonna fail at the end of the day if they are lying though? I am, not Niagara.
I bought this knife knowing that they said it was S90V. Do I believe it to be S90V? No. But I bought it anyways because I thought it had good value to it. And I think it's, even for that, it's still a good knife. And I've sharpened this before, and it's okay for what it is, but I don't believe it to be S90.
That knife.
And I'm okay with that.
That knife, price. And Chinese-made S90V, whatever you want to call it, is worth every penny. This chunk of Magnamax right here, it says Magnamax on it. My bill of lading said Magnamax. I don't have any way of telling you if it's fucking Magnamax though, other than I paid over $200 for this little stick. And they told me.
I mean, I'm sure there's like small ways to figure out what kind of window you're in as far as like heat treat goes or how it reacts.
Well, you can spectrometer it, which will tell you the properties that.
I don't have thousands of dollars to buy.
Well,
yeah,
that's how
John, the thing we talked about.
It's a fucking American. I'll take an American lie over a Chinese lie any day of the week.
You fucking hypocrite. A lie's a lie. I think a Chinese lie is almost more excusable because they're liars.
Right.
John,
you are right.
We tried to explain this about the spectrometer. Yeah, the spectrometer can tell you what the makeup is, but it's not going to tell you 100% if that's what it is.
I know, but I'm saying if you get it from Niagara Steel, I'm talking about Shane's stick of Magnacut Max there.
If he called them, he could get a how do I want to phrase it? They could tell him basically what batch it came off of, what they keep records of that stuff. So it's not like he would be buying.
And you would think that China could get the same type of.
There's a chance that this
batch information.
The next batch of Magnamax might be better.
Right.
Might not be as good.
Yep.
That's metallurgy, man. That's the way it works.
Yeah, Gary's talked about that a lot. He thinks the Air Steel Magnacut is better than the Crucible Magnacut.
Yeah.
He doesn't know why.
I do.
Craig, you got a very good point there. The Chinese lies are faster and cheaper. A Chinese lie don't cost you near as much money.
So after talking to quite a few makers, John,
quite a few.
The reason why
there's no
having
this Magnamax stick.
People were having issues with CPM Magnacut towards the end was they were getting lazy because they knew they were shutting down and they didn't care. So their last batch or two of Magnacut was kind of sloppy and it wasn't very well done. I would say from everyone that's tested both, Airsteel is much tighter on their tolerances and they're doing a much better job. So
are they in Austria, Shane or Kyle?
They're in Europe somewhere. I don't know 100%.
Knives, I don't know who you are, but I agree with your statement. And I'll also say this. I can steal the formula for my mama's homemade gravy, but I can't make that fucking gravy.
Yeah.
And that's my point. I can tell you the list of ingredients it takes to make a creme brulee, but that don't necessarily mean your creme brulee is going to turn out any good. They can use all the formulas they want, but the result to this day has never been the same. The end result has never been as good. When I get to that point,
their fentanyl's pretty good.
Huh?
Their fentanyl's pretty good.
Their fentanyl's top notch.
Effective.
Yeah.
So the thing of going back to what Shane said, all of the recipes as far as what the steel makeups are out there. You can go see what S90 is made out of. You can go see what all these steels, the makeup is, but actually making that into a usable, serviceable product is a totally different thing.
That's right, because you got to make all those ingredients fuse together.
I can buy all the ingredients to make TNT. It don't mean I ain't gonna blow my fucking fingers off out in the shed in the backyard trying to mix it together.
Live stream it.
Or you may not blow it up. You may mix it all up and it may fizzle out.
Right.
That would go viral. Live stream it.
It's honestly like making hot sauce, man. It is really tough to make a hot sauce that tastes good. Like, and then at different levels of heat. It is extremely difficult.
Kathleen's fair.
It's fair, Kathleen. American lies are consistent.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, going back to the value. Like, I've got not quite a few. I've got probably, I don't know, maybe 8 to 10 Chinese knives or better, steels that, do I know what they are? Not necessarily. Do I like them still? Yes, because of what they are, the designer. And that's fine. If that's what makes you happy, that's all that matters.
Yeah. I still want one of Terry's knives. I haven't even asked what steel that knife's made in because I don't care, and I'm probably not going to believe it. But I want it.
S35.
Yeah.
I want it because Terry.
It's a fun knife.
Yeah.
Which one's that, Shane?
The Orlok.
Oh, the Orlok.
Yeah.
From
Very well done.
the
Concept. You know, Concept sends me knives, and the Orlock has been selling so hot, I've not been able to get one. I reviewed one because Terry sent me the prototype, but I've not been able to get an Orlock to review. This is a Concept.
You understand Concept Kaiser is the same thing, though, right?
I know the people from Kaiser went and started Concept. I'm sure they're made in the same place, but they're have different people that are getting paid. The government.
When the sheepdog blew up, anytime a Chinese company grows to a certain size and the sheepdog caused them to blow up, then the Chinese government that owns all that takes half that team, splits it off, and starts a whole nother knife company. That's how they do in everything they make. All right, you guys were successful. Now half of you go start a competitive company and see if we can make 2 of these, and then 3 of these, and then 4 of these.
So it was more of a competitive split or a cooperative split than it was a.
It was not. These guys weren't happy and left to start. That's all bullshit.
It's not like they have their choice of just going and starting their own company either.
Right.
That's gorgeous.
That's the thing I never could get to. Kevin, I was like, Kevin, do you know what communism is?
Is that textured or is that just?
Yeah, it's textured.
Okay, cool.
You can't privately own a company and be competitive in communism because it's common. Everything.
You see it now.
Is together. Yeah. There's no fair market competition within communism.
Freaking meathead still texting me asking me for that video.
I text Richard. He messaged me back.
What's it called? You want me to look
it up? Dr. Drew, dude.
I've looked everywhere I know.
Drizzy.
Hopkins, and I can't find the video.
There you go, Dawson. Dawson said Air Steels in Sweden, John.
Swedish.
Okay, Sweden.
I always want to go to Sweden. I want to go to Switzerland. I want to go watch the Isle of Man TT race. I don't know if anybody would be down for that, but.
Oh, wait a minute. Is this it? I found it.
Well, send it to Meathead so he stops bothering me.
Share it. Just play it and share it. It's your content.
Richard Hopkins on YouTube. It just says "My New Knife."
Yeah, share it.
Or My New Knife. I don't know how. Share it to who?
Go to YouTube on your computer. Open another window. On your
Technology
computer,
101.
On your computer, Shane, not on your phone.
I mean, it's probably just tap it and
do anything on my computer while I'm on it. I'll fuck the whole thing up.
Okay, so it's what's the channel?
John do it, right?
I'll do it.
Yeah, it's just Richard Hopkins.
Okay, hold on.
And it's My New Camp Knife is the name of the video. Megan, you still here, buddy?
My New Camp Knife. All right.
Did you find it?
No. And I typed that in exactly, but I'm looking. My New Cap Knife. That's Bam Forge.
Y'all got me twitching.
Got you twitching.
That's my work phone sound.
Oh.
I was like, what the?
Richard Hopkins.
Are y'all excited about Lynn Thompson's new knife company?
No.
Yeah. I'm excited for Lynn.
I am too. Dude, look. 95% of us are here.
I got it, and I'm posting it right now.
Because of Lynn Thompson.
Lynn Thompson is an animal. That guy. Yeah. He's like an 80s movie star.
He is. I love him to death.
Like a 90s movie, like a freaking, you know.
Can you send that to me, Kyle? That link?
I got it right here.
I already did.
Okay.
I posted it in chat.
I'm sharing it right here if we want to watch it live.
We don't.
It's not very long.
Like Lynn Thompson isn't just a wild person on his videos. Like
he lives that way.
You go talk to that guy and you're like, dude, this guy is intense. Like, you know, like, his energy is intense.
Yeah. I'm super excited. If they're not overly priced, because I think they're just going to be all customized.
Oh, really?
I think. I don't know if he's starting to hold production.
He's gonna do some wild shit though. You know, he's not gonna make normal knives.
I wouldn't be into knives if it wasn't for Lynn Thompson.
He's gonna be making shit like this. You know,
it was actually Meathead, the guy that made this knife on screen, that introduced me to cold steel and opened my eyes to the fact that there were better knives out there.
Listen to the wind chimes.
Handles.
Look at that clean ass plunge grind. Meathead didn't do that.
I know a lot of people like them, but I have no interest. I've never been a fan.
It's not. I would have guessed that if somebody asked me if Kyle Cooney likes cold steel, I'd say no.
Is 11 inches.
I've never owned one.
I've been practicing middle finger flicking my AD10 Tonto. I can get it about 1 out of 4 times.
All right, I'm gonna have to fast forward this bullshit. I love you, Richard. You're getting mouthy.
In case y'all wondering how tall Richard is, that camera's sitting on the ground.
Richard is
John's holding it.
Yeah.
Richard is a good bit lesser tall than me. He's about to chop this though. He's about to baton it.
When he told me he was going to baton it, he didn't tell me it was going to be fucking fully aged hickory.
And baton some wood.
Like, this is shit you make axe handles out of. I'm going to get that tattoo half off.
Oh, boy.
They ain't nowhere near done yet.
I start with way smaller pieces.
Watch this.
Yeah.
I take
he's never batoned before either, by the way. I'm pretty sure you told me that.
Well, you can tell the technique's got a little work. But he's hammering at it.
The best life, I agree with you 100%.
So that's exactly why I want one that's like another 3 inches longer.
He does pretty good for a little guy.
He's doing good.
He's closer to it than we are.
Gravity.
Those are just 6-inch sticks, y'all.
Look, he's going for it again.
The center of gravity is low, so he's got better leverage.
Yeah.
It's all about fulcrums.
I've been around a lot of short people. It's very rarely that I have to actually consciously look down at somebody, and I have to look down to make eye contact with Richard.
So who's bigger, Richard or James?
They're close. If James had better posture, they'd be the same height. Yeah.
James is not much shorter than Richard. James is on the taller side of being a midget.
Well, James
he's not much shorter than Richard.
You're not supposed to use the M word, dude. I'm offended. James just.
What do you guys talk about when I'm not around? I mean, shit.
I tell you this: if you go to McDonald's and you look at the cash register, if James is standing behind it, you can't see him. It freaks me out every time I go in there. I walk out, I hear, "Hey, Shane!" I turn around, there's nobody there. Finally, he'll stick his head out past the cash drawer.
The Bean Saint Life Homestead. Who we talk about now? I'm missing it. Oh, is that the Cold Steel Lynn Thompson?
Lynn Thompson threatening to sue for somebody for using the term standby. But dude, that's the best life. That's everybody in business of any kind.
Terry, that's exactly what I was trying to think about.
Stupid to try to protect their investment.
Even their own son.
Yeah.
Terry nailed it. That's the words I couldn't get out of my mouth that were in my head.
What?
What
Terry
said? He is the Steven Seagal of knives.
Yeah, that fraud.
Exactly what I was actually picturing him.
Some of it, yeah. I mean, let's face it. Some of these cold steel swords, you'd get yourself killed if you tried to use them.
But that also being said, Steven Seagal was a badass at one point.
No, he never was.
No,
yes,
he absolutely was.
No, he was not. You go back and
he absolutely was.
No, he was not.
Whether you think Krav Maga is a legitimate self-defense,
it wasn't Krav Maga, but you're not allowed in those dojos at that time as a white person if you're not serious shit.
Yeah. I know
you're getting booted out day one.
It's the art of disarming your opponent. I don't remember what it's called, and he was legit at that. Now there are people who argue how useful that is, but I'll say this:
Aikido,
most karate and kung fu and taekwondo, judos, most of that's bullshit. But if you take two men of the exact same athletic prowess, and you have one of them train at taekwondo for a year, and the other one is not trained at any combat sport at all, he's going to whip that guy's ass. Because I've seen it too many times, guys with just a little bit of training and lesser physical ability fucking embarrass people.
Seagal was like that Detroit,
little bit of training. He was
not the guy, Detroit protection guy.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he is.
In the end, he became that. But in the beginning,
well, it's the same thing as everyone gives Bruce Lee credit. Bruce Lee was not shit. He was a fraud too.
For a little guy, he could bang heavy shots of heroin and not pass out.
He was a fraud.
He was a fitness freak.
Yeah. I'm not saying he wasn't in good shape, but I mean, when it comes to like fighting,
no, I'm not talking good shape. He pushed the limits of what was known to be possible then, as far as speed and athleticism.
One of the coolest films
they just put that on camera, you know,
and would whoop all of us.
Is him hitting the ping pong ball with his nunchuck.
Could he whoop Matt Hughes in his prime?
No.
But he could whoop all of us.
No, he couldn't.
I'm not saying I won't.
He was like 5'2", 110 pounds.
Doesn't matter, Kyle.
I mean, if he blows your face off with one of those kicks, dude.
You take a guy that trains in anything enough versus people who have not trained to fight.
I'm not saying who hasn't trained at all. I'm just saying as a general grown strong man who's had any bit of background in fighting, he hadn't have a chance.
Yes, he does.
If you get past his first couple shots and you can get your hands on him and like jujitsu him or something, you'll have a shot. But if
you're a wrestler or a striker,
I'm a wrestler, and if you think you're getting anywhere near that guy without losing some teeth, you're crazy.
Derek Lewis is not a wrestler, and he's fought several world-class wrestlers and knocked them the fuck out when they went to shoot a double. Wrestling is not the end all.
No, you got to get past that.
Right.
There's that, and with Bruce Lee, it was like a 7-foot gap.
And if you're fighting, you don't shoot doubles.
Right.
You don't shoot.
I'll shoot a double and I'll fucking slam somebody's head into the concrete.
Yeah, but I'll lateral drop you.
I almost shot a double this weekend and fucking smashed some clowns in a bar, but
single leg sweep and then go right in for the.
You don't think Curtis Blades knows how to take somebody?
I won't shoot for a single.
And
the only way I'll get a single is if someone tries to throw a kick and I grab it.
And Derek Lewis is nothing but a damn barroom brawler. Has beat him every time he's fought him.
Hey, did y'all see Johnny Manziel fight this weekend?
I missed it. What happened?
He won, but it was an Aiden Ross thing. And what's the guy that Sean Strickland? Is he the real vocal MMA guy? He walked out early in it and he said he felt like less of a man after watching that shit. And then he went home and blogged about what a bunch of pussies they all are.
Because like, compared to him, they are.
Well, I think the whole event was, I think there might have been some fixing going on.
Well, of course there was. You're talking about anytime you're putting celebrities in a ring, there's some fixing going on.
Yeah.
Well, Johnny Manziel was a lot bigger than this guy. And I mean, some people just can't take a punch.
Right. Johnny Manziel was one of the greatest college athletes to ever step foot on a football field. He just sucked at life.
Yeah, he just didn't know how to manage his life.
He was a piece of shit.
He was a trust fund kid too, right? So he
made Ryan Ellis cry 2 or 3 times.
Fishbag Seagal was like one of the first white dudes ever allowed to practice Aikido and teach Aikido. He was
Ryan. Who did you hate the most, Johnny Manziel or Tim Tebow?
Cam Newton.
Good answer.
Yeah, that's a good answer. But I'll tell you what, that Alabama game with that second half was just intense.
Of all of those, there's only one good human being left.
Tim Tebow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know that Cam's a bad human being.
Cam is a piece of shit now. Have you ever heard him do it?
He's just a rich spoiled.
No.
Dude.
He was in that whole Fox Sports drama with the potential essay and some other stuff.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah,
I don't listen to any of that shit. I feel like the Matt Azera thing.
Yeah, and this goes deep. This is actually being
I wasn't
investigated.
there and I didn't watch him hold that woman down and do something to her, I ain't fucking believing any of it. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to debate it. Yeah.
There's plenty going around between that and ESPN.
Yeah. Well, that whole,
ESPN
all the leagues, all the players.
ESPN is the home of good, clean, ethical reporting.
Right. But
that
no,
chick, the
Diana Rossini.
Yeah, Diana Rossini.
Yeah.
Who cares who she's sleeping with? I don't get it. I don't understand why there's such a scandal. Two married people sleeping with somebody other than their spouse. That's happening on the street you live on right now. That's happening in over half of those households. Why should he lose his job? Why should she lose her job? If she's sleeping with coaches to get inside scoops,
yes,
good. That means she's more dedicated to her job than the rest of them are. The rest of them are paying money.
Not for a company. Not when you're a face of a company.
Whatever. I disagree.
That's why you don't run companies.
Whether it's fucking yacht rides or free private jets, hers just happens to be some pussy. She ain't doing nothing that all the rest of them ain't doing. Nothing is clean anymore.
Well, she's doing something because she got caught. That's the difference.
Yeah, you're right. She did get caught, and I still don't care.
That put a bad image on the company, so of course they're going to get rid of her.
How?
I mean, the way that these companies are, man, they're all full of such snakes. I don't know how they can fire somebody for
a company.
Didn't change my opinion of the company at all.
Maybe not you, but a lot of people would. Because here's the thing: a company cannot promote an adulterer. That's just not acceptable.
Is that even a word anymore?
Yes, it is. And normal humans
promoted.
We canceled every adulterer on the planet.
I didn't say cancel her. I didn't say cancel her.
They did cancel her.
No, they didn't.
They canned her.
That's firing someone. No,
I'm just saying.
Another job.
I'm just saying I don't care.
When someone gets fired at that level, they did it for a reason.
At all.
Other than what they said.
You're taking that out of context, Shane. They're not canceling someone. They fired her because she embarrassed the company. Therefore, they were protecting their assets. Secondly, she's going to go on and make more money on her own doing a podcast and whatever else than she was making before. So she's not canceled. She's not going to be canceled.
What did you say, Ryan?
She's probably going to start doing OnlyFans.
I was going to suggest being her manager for OnlyFans if she's cute.
She's cute-ish for a woman in her 40s.
Hey.
Yeah.
What can you ask for?
I also have a zero respect for her based off of her interview. The way she was talking about her husband.
What you got? It was a chisel. I was like, what the hell is that?
What?
Maybe he shouldn't be such a cuck.
Oh dear
we don't
God.
know. We don't know. We don't know how he treats her.
Shane, it's not acceptable. Period.
I get it. I understand that, and I agree. I wish it didn't exist, but it does everywhere with almost everybody. So I'm not going to look
I
at
don't know
her
about
any
that.
different. I'm not going to look at her any different than I do anybody else.
I will if I know it for sure about someone.
I'm at a point in my life where the only person I look down on for cheating on their spouse at this point is a pastor. Past that, I don't care, man.
Well, that's the difference between you and I.
I might not marry that person.
You know what's kind of cool nowadays? A lot of these girls are into the ENM scene.
I don't know what that is.
Ethical non-monogamy.
Oh, there's a lot of people into that.
They made an acronym for it, so it's cool.
I mean, I kind of live under that umbrella right now.
Hey, do y'all watch Flagrant?
As long as feelings aren't being hurt, I don't care.
I don't want to talk about Akash.
Akash is having a rough time.
Akasha. What the fuck?
Let's talk about Asmongold.
Let's talk about Cold Steel for Christ's sake. I want to get off this topic.
No, let's talk. Okay, if I gave you guys $1,000 a piece when we got the Blade Show, what would you buy?
I'd buy. Well, there won't be one there, but if there was,
Dane's going to say someone's wife.
I'd buy a land.
Well, hey.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it for the weekend?
Hey, for 15 minutes, I'd pay $1,000 for 15 minutes with Bill Koenig's sister. How about that? And she's married.
I think you're gonna have to delete that.
I hope he stabs you.
Shane's going straight to hell.
Have you seen her?
Just like
you
his
seen her, Bugsy?
mama said.
No, I mean I could have. I
Hang
may
on.
have. Oh,
That's
man.
how I knew me and Greg Medford are on the same level. We were standing there having a conversation, and Crystal walked by, and Greg reached out and put his hand on my chest and stopped me from talking. And we both watched her until she disappeared. And he took his hand back, and we continued our conversation. And Bill's his buddy, and he's watching his sister walk through Blade Show.
Hey man,
Ain't nothing special, just another person.
gorgeous is gorgeous if that's the case.
Let me see if
Just
I can
another
find-
skeleton wearing a meat suit flying on a rock through space.
Hey man, some of that meat falls nicely.
I agree.
Speaking of which, is anybody coming to the Pink Pony on either Friday or Saturday?
What's
Negative.
going on with Pink Pony?
Strip club in Atlanta.
Are we going, Ryan? Do I need to ride with Bugsy?
I will not be there.
I will be at said Stevie's.
So
Wink,
here's the
wink.
deal. They serve food, which is
No,
the reason that we're-
No strip clubs for me.
why not?
Yeah,
You know
I'm,
why I don't go to strip
I
clubs?
was happily married to my wife.
I've got a
Well,
great
mine's
analogy.
coming with me. I mean,
Nice. I saw that.
The reason I don't like strip clubs, and I didn't when I was
let
single.
me make myself big.
he
You
knows
just
how to
did-
make
you
it
just-
big now.
You just did.
That's Krista Koenig. Bugsy.
All right. She's doing the science.
She's into watches.
They're into everything. Watches, fucking Lear jets, trips to Switzerland, dirt biking, elk
Switzerland, I
hunting,
definitely want to go
caribou
to
hunting. How often are you
Well,
going to see something that beautiful standing in front of a CNC machine?
Excuse me, Terry.
You think if he was making
But she's married. Her husband looks like a complete fucking douchebag. He looks like he might be a day trader.
but he's
Yeah, I wonder what he
paying
says about you.
Oh, I'm sure neither one of them have ever had a single thought about me. And that's okay. I'm just saying. I'm complimenting the man. He has a beautiful wife who's
No,
very.
you just called him a douchebag.
Well, he
You
kind
made fun of him for making
look.
money.
He has a bit of a douchebag look to him.
ye to judge.
Yeah, no kidding.
Glass
Glass house
I
over
didn't
there.
say he was a douchebag. I said he looks like a douchebag. He looks like a rich guy with a trophy wife, and
Is he second generation Koenig?
It's all about the shoes. I was saying it this weekend.
how many of y'all thought Bill Koenig was an old man, though? I did. Bill
Is,
Koenig's
it,
like
is he the
in his
first
30s.
generation? Is he the
Anybody
guy that
named
started it?
Bill, the age goes up when you hear the name Bill.
Right. Yeah,
How many
he worked-
babies have y'all ever seen named Bill?
Bill Koenig worked for Chris
William.
Reeve and went out on his own and started Koenig Knives.
Bill of labor.
Everything he knows, he learned from Chris. But I will say, I think he upped the refinement on CRK a bit. His knives are a bit more refined than a Chris Reeve.
Is
But
it
they're also
because
a
he's
bit
got
more
more
expensive.
axes on his CNC machine? Because he makes totally different angles. It's
He
got to be
probably-
more.
You're probably right. He probably has a lot newer and more expensive CNC machines.
I can't remember if it's a 5-axis or a 6-axis that'll do. And that's why Chinese can make so many curves and stuff.
13 axis, John.
Are they that many?
No.
I was doing it a long time ago. I have no idea. I just know that if you get,
Oh,
I, know that
John barely operates on one axis.
I don't operate on an axis. But I remember when we were in the woodworking business, we could buy one machine that was about a third of the price, but it would only cut certain type of reliefs. And then if you wanted to get the detailed shit, you had to go for the one that had a lot more, not a lot more, maybe 3 more angles that would come out of that. I don't understand that stuff.
Do you know what an axis is, John?
I know what an axis is, fag. XY is an axis. And there are probably axes in between an X and a Y.
I'm sorry. What was the question? What did you say before that?
I said, I know what an axis is, fag.
Are you dropping homophobic furs on my live stream, John?
No, that's a cigarette. It's a European term for a cigarette.
Oh. Zane calls a
Half-smoked cigarette, getting ready to be tossed in
half-smoked
the
British cigarette.
A bundle of sticks.
A bundle of sticks.
John, I would shove you upside down and throw you in a trash can and walk away if I saw you at Blade Show.
People always judge me.
Show first.
John had double leg you,
Get
put you on your
ass
back, and you might have to go.
John would try to double leg me, and I would rip his freaking head off with it.
I'd ankle. He'd reach out to shake my hand. I'd arm drag him right into a cross leg, and next thing I know, I'd choke him out.
I'd crossface your freaking neck off, dude. You have no shot.
I've had plenty of cross faces thrown at me. I'm slippery.
Buzzy, you forgot to bring up the fact that Steven Seagal taught Anderson Silva that front kick that he knocked out with.
Yeah, it's not a joke. He was messing around with
Anderson
him for a few weeks.
Anderson Silva admitted it that Steven Seagal taught him that.
I watched him do some training with him, dude. He did this little stupid like shoulder thing. He just hit Anderson in the shoulder, and he was like, and dude, he wasn't throwing punches good for like 2 hours after that. And it's just knowing the anatomy, you know, after
as seen on TV.
Man, he kicked so many people's asses in that one bar downstairs where all those strippers were.
Yeah, I like when he put the cue ball in the sock. That was
That's murderous.
Jesse, I'll turn you downhill and push you. Don't start.
I never use lube, Terry. It'll work against you. I can go shooting out a window if I use too much lube.
We got to stop before we turn this whole live stream into me telling Kyle he's wrong. Because I really enjoy doing that. If y'all get me on that kick, I'll end up pissing him off.
Well, no, there's a certain credit that Steven Seagal earned, and then he just destroyed by himself.
Oh,
but
he was
a
right.
wife beater, wasn't he? I mean, he's a piece of shit guy.
I've never witnessed him personally striking his wife, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not personally, but he was like in People magazine. He would have sued him if they'd have been.
Shane, I've never personally seen you do a lot of things, but I take your word for it.
I wish Dinah Rossini would interview him so I could find out the truth. I don't care if she has to sleep with him to get him to do the interview.
Yeah, maybe you can pay for it.
You don't even like Van Damme?
Yeah.
No.
Now, Van Damme was a liar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he lie to you?
He could probably still whip mine and Kyle's ass at the same time, but he was a liar.
He had some talent, but he was not all that. He was made into it by the movies.
I think that's the difference. Because I think the movies made Van Damme, but the movies ruined Seagal. Because Seagal was a legit badass at what he did. But then once he got in the movies and got a taste of fame, he turned the volume up way too high and made himself into a joke. But I watched every movie that came out in the 80s with Steven Seagal in it.
Yeah. Dude, some of those were classic, just ass-whooping movies.
Right.
He put a knife through the top of Tommy Lee Jones's head.
He sure did.
Like, how do you not watch that?
Yeah.
Thank you for your Google search, Terry.
I think he did the block and overarm to the freaking dome. Like,
yes, Terry, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying he wasn't a legit badass.
No, Terry's just posting shit to get me riled up. I know how he works. He doesn't care anything about any of this.
Right. But Terry's correct. All that's correct. I'm just saying all these titles that he claimed to win was not true. Steven Seagal's shit that he won in his profession, he can prove.
Speaking of fake pansies, there's Luke.
Luke
would crush you, Kyle. He's like 6'8". He's a fucking Viking.
I could care less.
He would fucking destroy you.
Shane, a box of fudge rounds would crumble you. I don't want to hear it.
Literally, that'd probably put you under, Shane.
It probably would. Luke would have that that prick buried in your eye socket before you even knew what was coming, Kyle.
Okay.
He is a fucking Viking. He's Norwegian.
I don't care.
He's like 6'8".
Good story. Whoop-de-doo.
A Nordic traveler.
You're the roaming gnome, John.
I am.
You got to be out front porch holding a little sign.
John is
where the gnomes.
John is of average height. For the
very much average.
If it was 15th century China, but
right. for a group of fifth graders.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you what, I'm not obese.
Hey,
this is true.
That's true. That's
you just bought yourself 10 years.
I'm a little guy. I might not have, dude. I at a high rate. I'll probably pack out within the next 4 or 5 years of a heart attack. Even though I'm healthy, allegedly.
Don't say that. Don't put it out.
Yeah. No,
don't energize those thoughts.
You got longevity in your DNA.
That's what. Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah.
I do not. There's a lot higher chances of me checking out in the next 4 or 5 years than are you.
The fact that you're like 63 and still shopping the boys section gives you a lot of longevity.
I get good deals.
Fishbag, he's up. Before fucking Kyle has to tell you that Michael J. White was a pussy and that he whipped him in middle school.
I don't know him, so I cannot say that.
Michael J. White is a badass.
Yeah. Hey, did y'all see that A24 is not only remaking Texas Chainsaw Massacre the movie, but they're also doing a series? That could be good. You know who was in? You know, it came down to 3 production companies that were bidding for the rights for Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It was A24, Jordan Key or Jordan Peele. Which one is it? The black guy from Key and Peele that does all the directing now. And the third
one with Hollywood.
I know who they are, but
the third one was Taylor Sheridan. I'm kind of glad A24 won because they're more horror movie experienced. But I would almost like to see what Taylor Sheridan did with that story.
I won't watch the shit, man. I just get like super low vibrational. Can't just
won't watch what horror movies.
Yeah,
I don't like them either.
Don't enjoy them at all.
Never
I enjoy like a good movie that might have some horror aspects, but everything that's ever been designed as a horror movie, I'm like, this is awful.
Some of the supernatural ones I can get into, but the ones that are just people chopping up people, I hated those.
Like I kind of got into the Freddy Krueger thing is super creepy if you think about it.
Oh yeah,
everything after that, I was like, dude, if you have a handgun or a shotgun, most of these problems don't exist. So like,
Nightmare on Elm Street, you were helpless watching that. You were thinking, if that ever happened to me, what the fuck would you ever do?
Kyle could whoop him.
Kyle
said Freddy ain't shit.
I said you ain't shit.
As long as you don't think about it.
John, do you still get residuals from Tales from the Crypt?
No. They cut me off.
The Crypt Master. I just think it would be interesting to see what Taylor Sheridan would do with a horror movie. But we won't ever know because A24 is doing it. Terry, have you seen Martyrs? I don't know why I asked Terry. He's the only person I know that
you're playing one tonight
to watch. Martyrs.
It sounds like a gory horror movie.
It's not gory.
It seems like I've seen that. What?
It's about this girl that was captured and abused as a child, or at least she said she was, and they sent her to this orphanage.
Were you there? Did you see it happen? Do you know it was for sure?
And that's the whole point. You don't know. And she makes friends with this little girl. It's like the only little girl that she'll talk to. So anyway, they become lifelong friends. Now, there's 2 versions of this movie. There's the French version, which is really good, and there's a dog shit American remake. Don't watch the American remake. But so the traumatized girl calls her friend and lets her know that she found them. You have to keep in mind, as a child, she couldn't even remember what they looked like or anything. But now as an adult, all of a sudden, she's found the family that did this to her. So the movie starts with a doorbell ringing. at this family's house, and when the dad opens the door, she fucking blasts him with a double-barrel shotgun, then kills his wife, kills his 17-year-old son, and kills what I'm guessing maybe their 12-year-old daughter. So the best friend comes over to try to, of course, she's upset that she's done this because she don't really believe her either. That that it was as bad as what she made out. Long story short, that movie takes one of the weirdest turns I've ever seen because it just seems like a gratuitous, violent movie. And then you find out that not only was all of that real, that all of it really happened, there was this whole British society of people who were researching the afterlife, and they were torturing these young girls to the point of death.
Yep.
To find out what the experience was when they crossed over. Weird ass movie, but the American version is not worth a shit.
See, that kind of thing, those are glimpses into what's really happening behind the scenes of a lot of stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
Those are those little rituals they have to tell you that they do them, or else they can't do them karmatically. Right. Get away with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, fuck, the CIA's done worse.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're all the same. So.
Yeah, Terry, I watched the Serbian film once. I don't recommend anybody ever watch that film. But if you do watch it, you'll wonder, you're like, Shane, why did you even finish it? Why did you keep watching it? Because I feel like the director does something that nobody has ever done before. He puts a film in front of you that is so horrific, and it gets worse and worse as it goes. And at some point, you'll question, why am I still watching this? And it took about 2 weeks for me to find somebody to explain why I kept watching it. It was the point of the whole movie, is because you keep watching it because you expect humanity to overcome. You expect good to overcome. But I promise you, in a Serbian film, it does not. Good does not overcome. It is I think it was you, Terry, that explained that to me. It is the most horrific, disturbing piece of film ever made, in my opinion.
What's it called? Not that I'm going to rent it.
It's on Tubi, but I'm telling you, don't watch it. John, it spiraled me into a depression. It took me 6 weeks to get out of.
No, I ain't going to watch it.
You'll see things that you can never remove from your head.
Yeah,
You'll live with the rest of your life.
Sometimes that much reality is not necessary in our world.
Yeah, it is on Tubi, Terry. But and it's not edited. It's the worst piece. You just let your imagination go where it will.
Don't let your imagination go there.
Yeah.
Think about flowers.
I'm telling you, though,
fucking gardening and shit.
I'm easy to provoke with stuff like that. Somebody saying this is the most disturbing film ever made, and I'm like, well, now I got to watch it just to see if they're right. I will never stop regretting watching that piece of film.
You know what? I actually stopped at. I watched Hostel once, and
I've heard it's terrible.
Hostel.
Why am I watching shit like that?
Hostel is
Hostel.
I would compare Hostel to Mary Poppins compared to a Serbian film.
No, I understand, but that's the film that I was like, why am I watching this shit?
Right.
Like who is the real producer and consumer of that shit? And why are they pushing
Eli Roth made Hostel.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
and that shit does happen too.
Oh, that's what I mean.
I'm not saying it's based on a true story, but it has happened. I mean, you can.
Yeah.
You won't find it in the United States, but I'm not saying it hasn't happened here.
How much you want to spend? You can find whatever you want here.
Right. If you want to torture and kill people, if you got enough money, you can do it.
Yep. And apparently now you'll get away with it as long as you got enough money.
Right.
Just crazy shit.
What was that Nick Cage film, that snuff film, years and years ago?
8mm?
Yeah.
Yeah. 8mm was a little disturbing, but again, it was Toy Story.
I couldn't finish that.
It was Toy Story 2 compared to a Serbian film.
Yeah, like that's like those. I mean, dude, those areas. Was it based in Serbia?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Those areas are I mean, the stuff going on in Ukraine right now is.
Yeah, I didn't know that Ukraine is the
Unspeakable.
#1 producer of child pornography on the planet.
And, well, I'm not even going to say anything.
Yeah, never mind. We probably should just stop. But yeah, 8mm was mainstream disturbing.
I'm just telling you, I don't like that kind of stuff. I don't watch horror films. I don't watch any of that stuff. And I tried watching that, and I got about maybe 30 minutes into it, and I was done.
You're better off. I mean, honestly, you're better off without. I would be better off not having those visions in my head.
So like you say, you can't unsee them.
No, or unhear them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it passes through my head fairly periodically without provocation. It'll never go away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know that's what they want, whoever they are, making that kind of dark stuff. And I'm not in.
Yeah, just trying to normalize it. If you see
well, that's what I mean. But they want that in your
enough.
head, and then everybody else's head. Like, I mean, you don't need that when you close your eyes, man. It might be the last time you do, and you don't need that kind of shit in there.
I would look at 1,000 dick pics a day if I thought that it could get what I saw out of my head.
Luke, you heard him. That's a challenge.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna.
All right, guys, y'all know what to do.
Yeah.
Let me post up his email. Hang on.
Is this something that?
As a kid, I was a teenager before I even got up the courage to watch a horror movie.
See,
I tried watching the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre at about 13, and I never even saw Leatherface, y'all. Like when they picked up the hitchhiker and he cut his hand, I turned it off. I couldn't watch anymore. I was probably 17 by the time I actually watched it, and I still don't know that I was prepared. So I'm a little more sensitive than most people are, I guess you could say.
Do y'all remember Misery, that Stephen King book with Kathleen Bates or whatever her name was?
Yeah.
That was a fucked up book.
Yeah, this is the thing, man. I try to talk to people about like what's going on with like wars and all kinds of shit, and they get all clammy and they can't handle it, and it's all too stressful to talk about. But they'll either go right into the room or somewhere else and either watch a horror story or a horror film or read a book about murder mysteries and be all into it, where they're coming talking to me about all this fictional shit. I'm like, where were you? What happened? Who's the person I'm talking to now? Like, how come you can't handle what's really going on, but you want to dive?
Yeah, we're living in an invasion of the body snatchers world.
Stephen King is a freaking weirdo.
He was evidently doing a whole bunch of drugs when he was so prolific writing all those books too.
He was also an alleged chomo.
Yeah, I don't know. I just know he's nuts. Anybody who thinks up that kind of creepy shit.
Pedo bear. What?
Y'all talking about Stephen King?
Yes.
I thought he's on the lighter side of it, though.
Yeah.
I've never thought anything he did was really.
No.
I mean, I'm not talking about his personal life. I haven't heard any of that. Don't know any of that. I'm talking about.
Oh.
As far as the disturbing factor of his movies, I thought he's.
That's all I've heard about. And his drug use. He talks about his cocaine use during all that. He wrote The Shining while staying there.
Stephen King isn't as violent as Quentin Tarantino is. It's Quentin in a different form. But I love
why did you pick up on the drug use, John?
The drug use? Because he was doing a thing about it. He was talking about all of his
I know, it's just ironic that that's what you picked up on.
No, it's most prolific writing period. Well, I do believe Samuel Coleridge. I was always a big romanticist about drugs until I became an addict, because I do believe that the muses in music, in art, in literature, that drugs can open people's pathways to create wonderful shit that without drugs they can't. I do believe that.
I believe that too.
Well,
I believe that a drug-induced state can assist you in creating art that you would not have created otherwise. I'm not saying it's right.
No, I'm not saying it's right either. I'm just saying it's, from the Rime of the Ancient Mariner to back even before that. People even called it the muse, whether it was Mariner wine or whatever the fuck it was.
I'd rather not have the art then, personally.
Oh, I would. You'd rather not have access to the art than the addict that created it?
No.
It's just a channel that you dial into, man. If you
I'm
shit.
certainly convinced that whatever it is in the brain that makes you artistic, that only grows with the decline of your actual mental health. I've never known anybody who is extremely artistic
And joyous?
that could just be normal in everyday life. Like, the more artistic you are, the more you suck at life. Yeah.
I think it depends what your art is, because some people's art is personality, you know what I mean? Or like a comedian, you know what I mean? Like, so I think
comedians are some of the most tortured souls on the planet. In reality.
Yeah, I think they say that a lot, but I also think that they don't do any other jobs. They're not a roofer either. You know?
No,
what I mean?
that's true. They're not comparing it to anything.
I noticed they always they do a lot of complaining though.
Alice in Wonderland wasn't just written on LSD. I mean, it from my understanding, that entire story is an LSD trip, right?
I challenge anybody. You take the right mushrooms, you're gonna write stories and shit about what you went on, the trip you went on. Yeah. You're gonna. Maybe John.
You're not gonna have the normal constraints that you would if you were writing without that.
You ever plug into the internet? The internet of the whole damn universe?
I don't put Alice in Wonderland as a top piece of work either, though.
But it is. It's a classic.
It's a classic because it's been touted that way, but the actual premise of it and the actual story is not that great.
I do think it's weird that we present it to little girls,
right?
And it's not a healthy. I guess the fact that they don't know what it really is.
No, well, that's the whole thing about the rituals. It doesn't matter if you understand it; they're doing it.
Right.
They're doing it without
showing you that they're doing it.
And evidently, it's getting more and more, especially like at Coachella and at Burning Man. A lot of these concerts are so, they say, in your face with symbolism that it's almost hard to deny.
Yeah, people think I'm crazy when I talk about this stuff, except for I know people that are in that realm of things, and it's not a joke, and it's all for real.
Terry, you got my curiosity. What were the snozberries? I'm assuming it was something.
That was Willy Wonka? The snozberries taste like snozberries.
Yeah, he said the guy that wrote Charlie and the Chocolate Factory revealed in a later book what snozberries are.
Oh,
penises. I'm assuming you missed the eye.
You go back and look at a lot of the childhood movies we watch, and you think about them, a lot of them are pretty messed up.
Very messed up. All the old Disney stuff, all the old. I mean, some of that shit dark.
Dude, the old Pinocchio movie. Have you ever gone back and watched the old Pinocchio movie? Dude, holy shit! I can't believe anybody watched that.
That, and then go back and watch Neverending Story and tell me that was not just somebody cracked out making that. Peter Pan was another one. Yep.
Yeah.
Peter Pan's all kinds of cloaked and weird.
And I struggle trying to find something my kid can watch that doesn't have one of the parents dying right away.
Beauty and the Beast.
And I'm like, come on, man. Like, damn it. The movie would be all right if he doesn't need to deal with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand. But they've been doing it since we were kids. I mean, all that shit is just
even probably before we were kids. I think we were early on in the
exposing kids to things they probably don't need to be exposed to yet.
Our generation was completely we were like the first generation that really had like some of you guys are a little older than me, obviously, but we had like TV and radio and then it went from there to the internet and everything else. We were completely exposed to everything that ever came out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
John got his first books in rock and chiseled tablets.
Ryan, what was your opinion on the Diana Rossini thing?
On the what?
On the Diana Rossini thing. What was your opinion on that?
I still can't understand you.
Nothing. I was being an asshole.
Shocker.
So nobody ever answered me. If I gave you
What?
$1,000 and you walked in the Blade Show, what are you going to get?
I said a lamia.
No, you said some dude's sister.
Well,
Lamia.
before that,
I heard this one.
yeah, I want that.
I'm trying to think. There's not much. I don't have my eyes on anything yet, but I haven't even looked at the tables.
There are 3 titanium frame locks. Only 3 on the entire planet that I still want to own. That's a lamia, a strider,
That's beautiful, Ron.
and a big, obnoxious, completely unnecessary Medford.
Bugsy, I would probably pocket the money and not buy anything.
I would
have
have
to
$1,000.
beat you up and drag you around Blade Show.
Well, the point is, nothing excites me. There's nothing I want. So I'd rather have the money for something else.
Yeah, but that's not how it works.
Well, that's
that
why.
wasn't the question, Kyle. The question was,
Well, then I'll just leave.
if you had $1,000 to buy a knife, which one would you buy?
I
I
would.
wouldn't. I'd buy the zero knife. Or okay, fine. I'd buy $1,000 Mamiya, return it, and then keep the $1,000. There, go fuck yourself.
Do they sell Lamiyas at Blade Show? I can't remember if I've ever seen it.
Can't you just answer the question, dude?
I did. I don't want one.
It's not real life, Kyle. You're not really getting to keep $1,000.
You're right.
It's theoretical. If you
He's
just
gonna
go
go
and
get-
show
he's gonna
me
go get
$1,000
He does not have his eye on any knives right now.
with the desire to own a knife, which one would you buy?
He's going to go
I
get
don't
the
have
Newbold
the
Renegade.
desire to own any new knives.
I
With
know
the new
that
dent
part's
squish.
made up, just like the $1,000 is.
And then he's
I
gonna
Just
would
like
buy
Steven
a
Seagal's
microtech
badassery is made up.
004 North Young Select
Suck it.
with the clip.
You own a Lamia, Terry? Fuck you, dude.
Yep.
I probably won't ever own a Lamia. I won't never have. I've got an offer.
Fuck you, dude.
I've got an offer on the cheapest Strider I'll ever be able to own, and I haven't been able to gather up the money to get it because I'm financially irresponsible. So
Shane, guess what we got in last week?
That
in a
is the
big
realest
trade?
thing you said all night.
A Spyderco Pair 3 with those Strider micarta scales.
oh really?
The only place I could find them is on Etsy. Those
Yeah.
things make that knife totally different.
Yeah, it's
Awesome.
on Etsy on a oldie man wise.
Yep.
What's up, Garrett?
OLDY man wise.
Those Strider scales on that Pair 3 are game changers.
So, chat, what would you buy for $1,000? Since these guys are fuddy duddies over here.
I told you I want a Lamia.
What are you saying chat for like his Twitch streamer, you nerd?
Kyle Cliff called you a tit
How else
bag.
do I address the
Cliff called you
entire
a
chat?
tit bag, and he's not wrong.
Cliff, I don't really give a shit what you say.
I don't know what I would get.
Now that you have a Lamia, that's easy for you to say.
I mean, it does. An S90V.
Yeah.
And I love that pattern.
Ryan's went off the deep end since last year. He owns everything.
Yeah.
Right now, I'd be looking at Space Monkey and Holt.
A brass monkey.
Brass Monkey?
There you go on the edge. That's it right there.
Nah, Space Monkey's got some cool
Screwdriver,
shit.
performance knives, Lamia.
If my buddy from CMF is going to be there, I would totally grab something from him.
I want something from Scott Steels.
There you go.
Yeah.
I
But
want something.
I don't know if I don't know like what I'm wanting. $1,000 is probably going to buy it. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
yeah, probably not.
Ryan's like, ooh, only 1,000. I can't find
That's
any
not
of
the way I
that.
meant that. Back ass.
Pores.
Well, I wasn't going to say it.
That's why I just keep my mouth shut.
Only not.
Well, Kyle just kicked the shit downhill onto you, but
Okay.
Kyle hates
I would-
everybody.
I'd buy the best $1,000 knife that I can
You
fit
know,
for
like he's
1,500.
got to start harping on me eventually. I'm starting to feel a little left out. But
yeah, you know.
Oh, you want more? I'll come at you.
I mostly
Kyle's
want a
rolling his sleeves
Lamia.
up.
But I mostly only want a Lamia because Alex Steingraber is such an asshole. That's the honest truth. I
haven't
wouldn't
been
carry it.
impressed
I
by
don't like
any of them.
titanium frame blocks. I only want it because he's told me to go fuck myself twice.
that's why I
He told
refuse to
Dylan
buy
Mallory
one in
to go-
secondary.
He told Dylan Mallory to go fuck himself. He's
But,
told everybody.
but
to
you
go
didn't.
fuck-
You didn't ask him to beg for one.
he sent word to me to go fuck myself.
He did. And Ryan still bought the knife. Yeah.
I still waited on him to buy it.
Yeah.
Jerry, some are better than others for sure.
I could just buy a CRK just so I could make fun of it.
They're nice. I used to make fun of
They
them.
wouldn't let you fucking handle one, so you could buy it, Bugsy. You're not good enough to stand at the table and even check it out.
And Marty.
I could walk right up to that table and he won't recognize me again.
Yeah.
Marty, they took the knives away from him.
They know
You hear that story?
when they see one. They took them off the table when Maddie walked up too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maddie walked up and they took all the knives away from him. They're like, look at this dude with the weird socks.
It's their own fault for making this a Benson.
One of the greatest knife makers on the face of the earth ever.
Fuck them CRKs. Maddie owns an Arius though.
Yeah, that's how I feel though.
Matty Sneaky has an amazing collection, but he only talks about his budget knives.
Yeah, all he ever shows is these fucking hot dog knives.
Right.
They don't want nobody breaking into his house and stealing all his good shit.
Yeah. I invite somebody to try.
I think you're full of shit because when Ryan walked up to the CRK table, clearly they could tell that the man had money.
They treated him like a king.
They rolled out the red carpet for Ryan and was super, super helpful.
He did. He even offered me a glass of bourbon.
Yeah, and signed the box for him and everything.
He signed the box for me.
So what'd you do wrong, Budsy?
He must think you're purdy.
What'd you do wrong?
Who, me? I flicked the knife
It
open.
seems like you must have approached the table with the wrong attitude. That's all I'm saying.
I think
you know
all
me.
approach the table and start spine whacking people's knives.
Yeah, no,
Craig.
So what I did was
Sabenza's $500 better.
I did one of these. I went to open it and it was stiff as hell. And it got to this point and stayed there. So I shook it open like this. And he was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, you can't, you don't do that. You don't do that. I'm like,
What's up, Derek?
peace.
Gareth, not even close.
Yeah, I hate the way they act
from
like
one-
that. That's why I wonder what they think about people spine whacking their knives, even on their hands.
Fuck here.
Like,
we go.
They
no
spine whack
complex.
'em.
Damn it, John.
We ain't starting the spine whack conversation again, John.
Well, if they don't want you to flick them,
You've beat that horse till it's a damn puddle of Elmer's glue. We ain't getting into that again.
spine whacking's for British cigarettes.
You
Nah,
beat
but
that like
I'll do
more
a
than you
little
beat
bit.
your doorknobs.
I usually will do it and then look at the little lock to see if the lock's changed position. You know what I mean? But if it hasn't, then it's like, whatever.
Well, maybe the issue was, Bugsy, was maybe it's because it wasn't your knife yet. Maybe they wouldn't care if you slammed it open if you paid for it.
It's supposed to be like a tough, like everybody has it. Navy SEALs use it. Oh, it's like awesome. And it's like they got the best action and it feels great and it's so worth the money. And not in any way has that ever been proven to me. In my opinion, they feel like shit. The action is shit. The size is shit. It feels like a block. Like they barely did any shaping at all. There's
Are
just
we getting
like,
a Bugsy versus Ellis cage
Yeah,
fight
Ryan,
at Blade
Ryan
Show?
only owns like 8 of them.
what's
Ryan's
that?
up there. Ryan's up there steaming.
No, not
name me
really. I
one
mean-
other knife
I mean,
that.
I'm gonna be honest. I hate like when they're brand new out of the box. I don't like them.
Yeah,
When
I
they
agree.
broke in, I love them.
Yeah, I
I'm not
agree.
spending $400 on something that takes me 10 years to enjoy.
No,
When I owned one,
I break
I'll
one
say
in
this,
about a week.
I was never proud of the knife itself. I was proud of the prominence of who made it and all that, but I was never truly impressed with the knife.
They're not a fidget knife.
No.
I mean, they were never meant to be fidgety.
Right.
It's just not very useful, in my opinion.
I don't know if I'd say it's not useful.
In my opinion, they're not. Extremely
Very nice.
uncomfortable.
I
to-
think
they're
I
extremely
I got
uncomfortable
one. I got
to use
one. I
in
think
every
you'll like,
which way.
Bugsy.
What's that?
Your
I got one. I
modded
think
one.
you'll like. Well, as far as action
If
goes,
it's got,
you may
if
not
it's got
like
a
how
thumb
big
stud
and
on
heavy
it,
it
you
is.
can throw it right in the garbage.
Do I
Right in
know?
the garbage. Right in the garbage.
Right in the
Straight
garbage.
to the trash.
If it's got a thumb stud and no other way to open it, you can chuck it right in the trash.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
I
I'll
don't.
just throw it in the trash. Yeah.
That's how I feel about
Fuck
it.
that son of a bitch.
Yeah,
That's
that's
how I feel
the
about it.
worst thing the knife community has done.
And they have zero intention of ever making a single change in any way.
Why would they? They sell out.
Yeah, so what? So the Chinese knives.
Is popularized the removal.
They're making enough money. They don't care.
The flipper tab.
You know, if your shit sucks and you're okay with it, then it's cool.
A flipper tab's the premier way to open a knife. Hands down. No arguing it. It's the best way to open a knife.
Even if the action was good enough and it didn't have anything at all, and I can just pinch drop it, like this knife that cost how much?
$180 back then.
Shane,
you know what I mean?
Can you mute yourself?
No.
You can't, or you won't.
I won't.
Okay.
Flipper tab, greatest opening method ever.
Wrong.
Anybody can open a flipper tab knife.
Yep. Especially if you have some kind of limited dexterity.
Yeah. You can do it with your middle finger, your ring finger.
Get better hands.
It's the premier opening.
Some people don't have that option.
Some DPs
who had good
open.
hands? Fucking Steven Seagal had good hands. I bet he could flip the hell out of a knife.
I hope you choke on your nicotine gum.
But like, so if this knife didn't have a flipper tab, I would not be thrilled about this at all. Even though it has actually a good action, and it did right out of the box, and it still does.
Bugsy, as long as you like what you like, that's all that matters.
No, I'm saying there's quality, and then there's half-ass.
Well, what do you think of these? Because they don't have a flipper tab.
I mean, it comes out the pocket, you know, with the little Emerson opener, right?
Yeah, you don't need
The
it.
wave.
I don't know. I'd have to mess with it.
I love this thing, man. Maybe bring the Blade Show so you can check it out.
Yeah, I'll check anything out, and I'll try anything. I actually like
that grind, that V grind with the one side, the single sharpening bevel is fucking superior as well.
Yeah.
We got a
I'll
full
tell you what, though,
size
I do
A100
like
if
the-
anybody's
It's
interested.
ugly. It's awkward as hell to look at it from the end, but it cuts better.
I like flipper tabs, don't get me wrong. It just, I also like thumb studs a lot, and I like holes a lot. I don't really care as long as the D10's good.
Nah, thumb studs it just feels like ass.
Tell you, I can't do a front flipper at all, but I bet Forrest SLR. Hey, damn, I broke it. I broke the D10. Hey, I did it. Just
There
see
you go.
that.
You.
I just front flipped in Emerson.
You just had to commit to it, bitch.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
No, but I will say the Unumzam is a step up way above the other ones.
I think the Zon has the worst action out of all of them and the worst feel out of all of them, but I still like it the most out of all of them.
Now the blade weight actually lends itself to being able to
Front flip.
one
I think
motion
the Zon's
open it.
got the best action.
No.
Yeah, I think the blade ratio makes the action
Kyle
better.
also thinks he could whoop Bruce Lee, Ryan. So there's that.
I definitely could right now.
Yeah, that'd be your only chance.
I like having thumb studs too. Like, you can actually slow roll something with thumb studs. You can't do that with a flipper.
I don't want to slow roll stuff.
Well,
I don't mind slow
Like-
roll. I
like
mean, when I open
this
this,
is
if I don't
about-
use the wave, I have to slow roll it. I don't mind it.
Like I don't mind a knife like this that I can slow roll, but I can also flick this one to open it.
Hey, could you
can't-
front flip a
You
shaman?
can't. Yeah, not this one because this one's like a fucked up pivot.
Oh,
Actually, I got my other one.
I've tried 1,000 times on mine. My thumbs just don't work that good.
This one's got a bunch of dirt in it, but
Ryan, you wearing a little patch on your elbow for sympathy?
Yeah.
Is that your morphine patch?
No, it's just covering the incision.
That's pretty.
Yeah, that is beautiful.
Who did that one, Ryan?
Steven
Jared.
Seagal.
see, but
That's custom. Custom.
But imagine if
I
that was
know
a
that,
It's
but I
all
didn't know who did the. I didn't know who did the engraving.
imagine if that was a
Jared.
flipper with a killer action.
Valley Blade Works.
Yeah, Valley. I'm sorry.
I heard Steven Seagal was a professional knife sharpener too.
He's a nice
You just
guy.
want your ass kicked by everyone tonight, don't you?
Ryan, have you ever you've handled Norseman's, right?
I want one.
Like when you feel the lock bar access and the way they design this versus something like that, or versus the what's the Encosia? What is it? Is that what it is?
This is
The
designed.
smaller one. The smaller one's the Encosia, right?
The Nkosi, yeah, is a step down from this.
Yeah. So when you feel that, and then you feel like one of these, it's like it's night and day.
He's not lying about that. I've experienced both. I wouldn't own a Norseman.
I know. I definitely want one of those.
I won't own one because I can't get my thumb out of the way fast enough.
Everyone has their own like experiences with stuff. Like I like the Norseman in principle, but the ones I've held, I didn't care for. I didn't think they were all that special. I think for me, they're too thin. They do have good lock bar access comparable to a CRK, 100%. I give you that. But I didn't like the way they felt in hand. I thought they were too thin, and I just didn't think that, especially because look at them now, the value of them is not good. Like the secondary is bottomed out on those things, so they're not. They hit the dropping point where there for a while you had to be in a lottery to get one. Now you can't give one away.
Yeah, I mean, I
give one away.
It's a
Hey,
great
Bogut.
user.
I mean, I had no problem with them.
No. I mean, I've even talked to him in person after Blade, drinking with him and everything. He's still just fucking. He don't like me.
You know it's fucking trash when he sees it, Bugsy.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel.
Right.
He's a fucking fraud. Is how I feel.
Well, like I was saying, Buck. So like the Norseman is a great knife. I love the blade shape. I think that it's well made. I just don't necessarily think it's for me.
No, that's fine. But for me,
it's not for me because I can't get my finger out of the way fast enough. But it is a superior cutter, though.
This does things.
That recurve up to that point.
Yeah, that the other knives can't do. The blade shape is totally useful. The only reason it probably stayed in my collection, and then I learned to love the fact that the three pieces of hardware that come out, they come out and they go back together exactly the way. Like there's no difficulty. It's so easy to maintain. They include all the tools.
It comes apart one way, and you can't. It sounds like you can't mess it up putting it back.
You really can't mess it up. And if you want to adjust how much it drops, you turn the thing a little bit, and it actually works.
Right.
You know what I
You
mean?
can
Like
you can get them to slow drop it. You start them sideways.
well, but my thing is like I can adjust this for real.
Right. No, I understand, but I'm just saying. But people
can't
like
do
Rashawn
that
was saying,
to
you can do them sideways. That's what I did with my Evo.
Yeah, I'm just saying like you can't do that with a CRK. It doesn't matter what you do to the damn thing until you wear that thing in for months or weeks. It is not gonna have a good action, and I can't spend the money on that.
Ryan's got one of the bearings.
This is
Well, that's
one
what I mean. Like, and I don't want to change a bunch of shit out. You know.
Yeah, I had to mill the scales.
That's what I mean. For how much?
Aiden, I think that's fair because a lot of people don't. I love Tantos, and I think I love recurve Tantos as well. But you're right. A lot of people were weirded out by the Norseman originally because of the blade shape, and they were scared of sharpening it.
And it looks goofy, but I'll tell you what, that's a useful ass blade.
Yep.
I see
The
that
one thing,
now.
the
And
one thing I
didn't
don't
know
like
until
about
I
it,
used it. Yeah.
the one thing I don't like about the Norseman is I don't like that they did a V grind on the hollow, and then they did a convex on the tip.
Yeah. You know what I'd like to see is them just do a different blade. Just offer a different blade for a little while or something, you know?
Have you seen their new knife? I think it's hideous.
Yeah, I don't like it, you know, and they put a hole on like this side of the scale.
Yeah.
So you could like see the edge, but in my experience, anytime you have anything that's like a unibody frame and you put a hole back here, shit just gets stuck in there. And then when you close it, it's right on the edge.
Damn it, Ryan.
I was like, I'm not even gonna consider that.
That's exquisite, dude.
Yeah, Was that Damsteel? Or no, I mean Damascus.
And
No,
mill.
that's just engraved titanium handles. What is the blade Damascus? I didn't see the blade.
No. It's
Oh,
Okay,
Acid
yeah, I knew it was
wash.
acid wash.
Yeah, I see now.
Yeah, I saw a left-handed Damascus, or no, maybe it wasn't Damascus. A left-handed Zahn that I almost bought.
I agree with you, Aiden.
That's what I was typing right now. I agree with Aiden on that.
I didn't
But
want to say it out loud because I know everybody thinks now I'm just arguing with Kyle just to be arguing with him. But
no,
I actually like the fact that it's a convex granite on the tip, because the tip of the knife and the recurve of the knife are like two completely different.
I wasn't talking about the grind. I wasn't talking about the grind. I was talking about the edge is convex.
Right.
Not the grind.
Right.
I made this part full flat on mine.
Right.
Front up here.
So I understand what Aiden's saying, and I agree with it if you're going to be using that like that, but I would never use that knife for that. So I don't
use this
have
knife
that.
Actually a lot like a push cut, or like from up underneath of something, because that little tip catches as you drag backwards. But
Yeah.
there's no beat in the serrations. Like I was gonna actually send one of those pictures I took this week of some of the shit I was cutting. I'll
So
never
Ryan,
not carry serrations again.
The plan is Friday morning we're going straight to Edgy Blade Works. Is that the plan?
Yep.
He got us early bird passes, John.
No, I couldn't get them.
Oh, you couldn't get early bird?
They were sold out before I could get in there to get them.
I think they were sold out. Like a month
We
ago.
need to get you hooked up with somebody exhibiting in there.
But he'll be sold out before we get to him.
Well, not if we get somebody like Ryan or somebody that might have a table who might make a deal for you.
Or you get Shane one of those handicap scooters. He might get a front of the line pass to zoom right in there and run some people over.
True. That's true.
Yeah,
Get
you got to
him
hit
a flight.
everybody's toes. The first 10 guys.
I mean, your goal is to get the option piece anyway, though, right, Ryan? You're going to want the high end.
I'm going to put a bid in on it, yeah. But I don't know if I'll get it. But I mean, even if not, like we finally got together, and he's going to build me
Derek?
the Blade Show anyway.
Okay.
So, which I told him, like, it's going to be one of those things where I don't even want to see the knife. I don't want any input. I want him to build something.
Just surprise you with it.
Yeah.
Make your choice.
100% creative freedom.
Guys, I love y'all, but I got to pee and I got to eat. I got to make a video.
All right, see you, John. Call Levy and find out what you need to eat.
All
Go
right.
use your AI to make something silly.
All my AI does is thumbnails, cock boy. Y'all have a good one.
Man, he gets riled up, doesn't he?
You get riled up. That's why we pick at you.
Oh, I give it right back. I don't give a shit. He gets all calling names and stuff.
I lost audio. I'm going to jump out, smoke a cigarette, and come back.
All right. Oh, man. We ain't going to be much longer anyway, Bugs. It's been 3 hours.
Where?
He can't hear you anyways.
Oh, that's right.
He's just going to stare at us. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah. And I've just realized that I'm out of dip. So somebody gets to go find a store open at midnight. Not that I couldn't just lay down with my nicotine gum and get by, but just knowing that this can's empty and there's not any more here, I never go to sleep. It's
Well,
that
maybe
bad.
why didn't you plan ahead?
I thought I did. I thought I had more. And I may. But I'm going to have to go on a search. Figure out where it's at.
You know what would be a good idea, Ryan? Why don't you tell Shane to write in his notebook to get more dip?
That's
What do you
it.
think,
That's the
Tom?
easiest thing to do.
I buy 5 cans at a time. I always buy a roll, and I thought I just bought a roll, but if I have, I don't know where I've done with it. Because I'm empty. Damn, there's my buck 110. I ain't seen that thing in a long time. What do you think about the new buck 110 coming out, Ryan?
I haven't seen it.
Same knife, but they thinned it and lightened it up a bunch. with a Magna Cut blade. But I think they're asking like $280 for it. I mean, this is, the knife that changed pocket knives for sure. But I think I'm just okay owning this one. I don't think I want to pay $280 for an upgraded version. This got a pocket clip, and it's thinner and a lot lighter. Still hologram, Magna Cut. But
it's another knife brand I never owned.
You never owned a Buck 110?
I never owned a Buck.
Oh. I mean, it's kind of a knife that,
Bucks, you talking shit.
Knives wouldn't be what they are today without the Buck 110.
Derek, I'm gunning for an Edgy Blade Works. I don't know if I'll land one or not, but I've been after one of those for a while.
And the great thing is, though, Ryan's this blade show. You may discover somebody that, none of us have ever heard of.
Ryan, there's a brand I want you to check out. You may like his stuff. His stuff starts at 700-ish for the base model stuff and goes up from there. It gets pretty crazy. But the guy's name's Oldenov. He's a Russian guy. Huh?
You say Holdenov?
Oldenov. ULDANOV.
Okay.
He makes some very, very nice stuff.
Well, he sounds like a fucking communist, Kyle.
He's 100% Russian.
His country probably is. I don't know that he is.
That ain't the way racism works, Kyle. We just bunch them all together and hate all of them. That's how we do.
That's not because he's Russian isn't a race, you moron.
In the South, it is.
Well, that's good point.
Yeah. Oh, man. Now, I've got to put my glass. I can't see chat at all, dude. It's just a complete blur. I got to go to the eye doctor.
So we're going to head over there probably Thursday evening.
Huh?
We're heading over there, I guess, Thursday afternoon on the 4th.
I actually needed to talk to John to see if I can schedule, and you, to see if we can go buy knives and more when we pick him up, so I can get some laser work done before we leave. It only takes like 10 minutes.
I was planning on leaving around lunchtime on Thursday. So
leaving your house?
Yeah.
So we'd get up there about 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. I mean, I can leave. I mean, lunchtime for me is around 11 o'clock. So
yeah.
But I mean, we can leave earlier. I don't mind.
I think that time would be fine. I just got to make sure, it being a Thursday, if Tate's going to be there or not. And I hate to push it last minute like that, but I don't trust my local guy to do the laser work on Scott Stills' knife. Tate's laser work is way better.
You're going to have one more to do.
What do you mean?
Charisse, you're going to need it.
Okay.
And we'll leave. I mean, we can leave whenever we need to. I mean, it don't matter.
Right.
I'll leave at 4 o'clock in the morning if you want to.
No, I ain't down for 4 a.m.
I didn't think you were.
You're probably more chance you'd be awake at 4 a.m. than 11 a.m.
Yeah.
I am not going to Blade Joe, Derek.
Wish you were.
Speaking of which, I don't know if at any point you guys are going to be heading north this in 2026, but Gary's got a motor that I may buy off of him if the price is right. And I told him if that's the case, then I may have him just take it to Blade and give it to you guys.
We've been saying for about a year now that we're going to come up there.
Yeah. I don't know what we're doing Thursday night, Budget. I'll say this, though, dude. I am not against going to the Cheetah or whatever bar you want to go to. But thinking about that, I've never been to Blade Show when we had any extra time. Like, I don't know how I could make that work. Like, every year I've been, by the time we were done with that day's events, I was wore out and ready to crash. I don't know. I ain't gonna promise you I can go, but I wouldn't mind going.
Cliff, no one would ever see you. You'd be hiding in the shadow of your ex.
All I care about going to Blade Show is we at least go to Marietta Local for breakfast one morning, and I want that beef rib from wherever it is Bugsy goes.
They were closed last year, weren't they?
I don't know.
We ended up at IHOP.
Marietta Local?
Yeah, Marietta Local was closed, so we ended up going over to IHOP.
We went to Marietta Local.
Did we? No, we didn't. They were closed.
Oh, we got there too late or something?
Huh?
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm thinking of the year before. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we went to we went to the Local, but for whatever reason they were closed. We ended up at IHOP.
I don't remember us going to IHOP.
Yeah.
Yes, I do, because there was like one employee. He was a young black kid, wasn't it?
Yep.
He was super friendly. We tipped him really well.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that now. I think it was like his first day too.
Yeah.
All by himself.
He was like, "Give me a cook," and that was it.
Yeah. Yeah. So he come out there all awkward. Can I help y'all? They were not prepared for business, that's for sure.
No.
That's for sure.
I do want some Blaze pizza.
Some what? Yeah,
Blaze.
absolutely. Gotta hit the
Crust
Blaze.
is good, man. That crust is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not a huge LeBron fan. Big fan of his pizza though.
Hopefully
Huh?
you can make sure before John goes to sleep you get the remote this year.
Oh, that shit ain't happening again. Ain't happening again. I will fucking grab the sheet and just flick him off into the floor. Fucking steel toe is not going on our television this year. The only reason he got away with it last year was he got me high. And I wasn't paying any attention to what he was doing. Then they say I know steel toes on TV. John's curled up in the fetal position asleep with the remote underneath him. The only reason he got away with it last year was he got me high. Yeah. I do wish I got a picture of that. Me stoned out of my mind in my underwear on all fours, hovering over John in his bed, digging underneath him, trying to find the remote. Had to touch his little butt. Dude, his little butt cheeks, both of them together, about that big around. Getting up under there, trying to get the remote. Oh, me. His butt was like, I don't even think they make B cup silicone breasts, but it's just like two little B cups.
Well, to be fair, Shane, so are yours, just on a big body.
You're exactly right. My butt ain't no bigger than John's.
You should have just wrapped him up in the sheet and picked him up.
Yeah, I could have. Yeah. It was funny too because I was so high I didn't think anything about crawling in his bed. And after I got in that position, I stopped for a minute and realized what I was doing and how this looked, and I got a little tickled at myself. Yeah.
He's on top of him laughing.
He never woke up though.
John's pretending to be asleep as hard as he can.
Just remind me of the scene from Borat.
He sleeps like a little child. Yeah, and he doesn't move. Like when he balls up and goes to sleep, he's like a corpse. He wakes up in the morning in the exact same position, just opens his eyes and raises his head up. He never moves.
He looks like a corpse when he's awake.
Yeah. You're kind of right. But him and Ryan took good care of me. They were genuinely concerned with my health, that's for sure. I was genuinely concerned with my health.
Yeah, but at least you didn't see purple lights.
Me and Ryan were like, what are you talking about, John? There's no purple lights. Those
lights
lights
are purple all day long.
I'm telling you about the whole parking lot, like glowed purple. It was like being inside of a nightclub. John's like, is it just me or these lights purple?
What are you talking about?
I think we had more fun in the Ubers, like from leaving the hotel and coming back to the hotel than we did at Blade Show. And all
The
that.
thing is, we really don't even need an Uber this year. Like we're right across the street from it.
Are we? Is it the hotel that's got that crosswalk?
It may.
There's a crosswalk from the hotel across the street that takes you across the
No, we're like across the interstate.
Oh.
No, I tried to get one there. I tried to get one at the Renaissance.
You gonna make Shane hobble across an interstate to go to Blade Show?
Yes.
Please video it.
Every day.
Just videotape that and send it to me.
I may get an Uber.
I can come
ordered
get
a
you.
fucking Fiat 500. Y'all can't ride with me.
I can come get you, but you got to squeeze in the Tacoma.
Hey, Shane, you're not getting in a Fiat, buddy.
I've been
You're
in a
not
Fiat.
fit. Your head's not going to fit in there.
Well, he might get in.
No,
Fiat 500.
I wish we still had pictures of Shane getting in the first Uber that we had over
A
there.
Fiat convertible, maybe.
Bro, he sat down in that front seat and his head was cocked to the side like this with the roof.
You made up for it, though. Ryan's like, we ain't getting no more fucking economy cars.
Hell no, dude. I barely fit in that little sucker.
No, with nothing but Escalades from that point
Hell
forward.
yeah.
Oh, wait. I hope we have nicer. Well, we did have some nice Uber drivers. That
No,
far
we
ago.
only had one bad Uber driver.
Right.
God, we Ubered everywhere.
Next year, you're going to have to get an Airbnb with a rascal.
Yeah.
Have a ramp on the front.
Little hover around.
You guys would be shocked at how much headroom a Fiat 500 actually has. Though. It's because you're sitting on the ground.
Yeah.
There's actually a lot of headroom in a Fiat. There's just no room in the back.
You can get in, you just can't get out.
Yeah.
Paul, that's just mean.
He's a shock collar.
Yeah.
I thought that's what
I
you
think
and Cliff got into.
The most chaotic Blade Show ever was the year before Ryan, when Dopey got fucking hammered drunk on Thursday.
You left him there?
That was the most chaotic trip to Blade Show ever. Everybody left him. We fucking bailed on him. I ain't ashamed to admit it. Everybody's like, fuck this guy. He's on his own. We left him at the Galleria. Fucking hammered drunk. He just
On
got
Thursday?
there. Huh?
On a Thursday?
Yeah, we went to get our wristbands.
Oh, I got you.
And he was so obnoxious drunk, we just left him there. Deep down inside, we were all kind of hoping he'd go to jail.
Did they like close up the bars earlier last year, or was it just me?
The pit wasn't the same last year. I'll say that.
Yeah,
The pit was actually very boring. That's the first time I'd ever been, and I was
Yeah, it was
a
not the
little
same.
disappointed.
Oh, last year was the first year you were ever at the pit?
Yeah,
Last year was the
Oh,
first time I
dude.
ever went to Blade Show.
Oh, that sucks.
yeah, the pit.
'Cause, yeah, the pit was like wild, and now it was super lame, tame, and like there was like half the people there.
Well, if you think about it, though, Bugs, the years before that, certain channels weren't as big. So, you know, me and you and Bama and Neves and Justin from OCD could all sit and hang out. Like last year, Jared was having to, you know, he was
Have a
having
waiting
to
line.
time up more. It was a different environment.
Yeah, I mean, we used to all just go crash at that one bar on the right hand
the
side,
corner. Yeah,
and they would just bring us burgers and drinks until 3:00 in the morning.
I think they shut it down at midnight last year.
Yeah, it was. I was like, what is happening? I had one drink.
Right. Yeah.
So that's
Just-
kind of why I started planning some late night entertainment, because I was like, man, this is
Yeah, Justin's always fun in the pit.
yeah.
Justin is my favorite person.
If he comes this year,
Justin is exactly who you think he is from watching his videos, but when he drinks, he doesn't change. He's the same guy, just of a multitude of four. Like he's Justin times 4. He doesn't get worse. He just, I don't know. His personality just gets bigger and bigger as he drinks.
That Saturday night, I think I just sat in a chair by those elevators the entire night we were there.
Yeah.
I didn't move.
It was a different environment for sure.
Yeah, it was definitely strange.
Saturday, by Saturday night, dude, I crashed.
Yeah.
I was done.
Yes, if you're not interested in going to the pit, because I don't think John cares much about it either. And
John will just fall asleep there.
then I may grab an Uber and meet Bugsy.
No, I'll go.
Yeah, I mean, we're not really sure what night. We were gonna kind of figure it out. If there was a bunch of stuff going on one night, we were gonna skip it, and then figure it out.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I enjoyed the down.
I just know it's gonna be.
I've gotten kind of used to Blade Show. I don't get as excited about it, but like the trips to Blaze, and you get there, meeting Stevie and all them over there. That's a lot of fun to me.
It also depends too who shows up. If Steve doesn't come, and if OCD doesn't come.
From what I've heard, I asked Bama, and he said Steve is staying with them.
Oh, really? Yeah.
He's supposed to be there. And then when I mentioned to Justin about him not being at Blade Show, Justin was like, I don't know who started all these rumors about me not being at Blade Show, but then he never confirmed that he's going to be at Blade Show, so I don't know.
Well, no, he said he probably couldn't make it this year at some point. And then he said on the last live that they did that he's going to try to make it. So I'm hoping that was, leaning on the optimistic side.
Yeah. Those are two good ones there, Todd.
Yeah, those were two classics for sure. And one before that, before we even knew them, the year before, when fucking Sean, Triple B, Big Brown Bear, fucking slammed Steve and like Tori's ACL or something. What was it he did to him?
He never got him off the ground. He came up. He tried to take him down, and Steve was like, nobody from Portland's ever taken me down." Yeah. And Steve sprawled, and when he sprawled, he blew out his freaking ACL.
Yeah.
But
to say Sean didn't take you down, that's pretty impressive because that dude's a fucking gorilla.
Yeah, he's a big dude, and actually, it happened so quick. I kind of was like,
yeah, Steve didn't even know it was coming.
No, not at all. I was standing right next to him.
Sean just grabbed him, but he couldn't get Steve on the ground.
Yeah, no, Brown Bear's big dude. That's no joke.
Steve is a lot of mouth. Steve is a lot of mouth, but I don't know what it would take to actually get him to fight. But I don't think it would be fun.
No,
I don't think you would enjoy it.
No, he knows what he's doing. He can handle himself.
Yeah,
you'd be around people long enough that talk shit and.
Were you there for the nut shot heard around the world though, Bugsy?
No, I missed that one. I heard about it
when Justin slapped Steve in the nuts. It did sound like somebody dropped a fucking encyclopedia from the 8th floor of that hotel.
Well, like Justin's hands are fucking.
The clap was so loud, everybody turned to see what it was. And Steve kept telling Justin felt really bad, man. It kind of ruined the vibe because I felt bad because Justin felt so bad for what he had done. Yeah. He wasn't trying to hurt him. And he kept trying to walk over there to apologize, and Steve just kept telling him, he's like, motherfucker, don't fucking come over here. Just fucking keep going. It really hurt Justin's feelings that Steve was that mad at him. But Steve had all the right in the world to be that mad at him.
Justin's got his hands are fucking.
He put him on the floor. Like he went down. Big Brown Bear couldn't wrestle him down, but Justin nut shotted him onto his fucking knees.
When you blow your sack out, it's a whole nother.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd rather have the torn ACL.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Brown Bear's I don't want him hassling me. I don't need to be.
He's one of those guys when you're walking by him at Blade Show, and your pride's like, I ain't gonna let this guy. I'm not gonna move over. I ain't doing it. And then when you meet shoulders with him, and your whole body turns 180 degrees, and he just keeps going, you're like, well, that was a mistake.
Yeah. No, Sean's a big dude. I just meant I'd rather have that than what Justin did.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
especially because it's Justin. I mean, if it was most other people, he'd probably be all right. But he's covering. He's hitting it all. He's not.
He hit him way harder than he meant to. And the aim was perfect. Justin was trying to just slap him on the head of his dick, but he went a little low, and he fucking swung them testicles, son.
Knocked him up in his throat.
Oh, he got hit in the back of the head with them.
I'll tell you this, Ryan. Steve was standing in front of the restaurant when it happened. Justin is all the way at the front door, and Steve's fucking cussing him, pointing at him, telling him not to fucking come back. That's how loud it got. Loud. Yeah. I thought this friendship is ruined forever, but it wasn't. The next day,
Steve's not like
Justin went up and apologized to him.
That very well could do it though for a friendship.
Yeah. That man was in a lot of pain, man.
Yeah.
And he was on the phone with his wife, like Justin fucking emasculated him on the phone with his wife.
It's perfect timing.
Yeah.
Yo, the stories that Steve tells us are so funny, man.
Yeah. I think last year was the first Blade show Steve went to that he didn't get hurt.
Yeah, he went home the same way.
Yeah.
That's because he stayed with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't last year also the one that he was going to square off against Jacob?
Oh, yeah, we did that.
Yeah.
Right.
But
the year before, though,
fucking pirate.
The year before was even more awkward when he squared off with Bama. That was no fun.
No.
I couldn't even stay there after that.
That was both their faults.
It was. But I don't even remember where I went. I didn't stay there.
But there was also fuel poured in that fire, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, absolutely. They were both in the wrong. They were both in the wrong, and at the same time, they were both in the right.
I mean,
like Bama has always gone out of his way. Bama and Kelly are two of the most hospitable people you will ever meet, dude. They would sleep in their driveway to let you sleep in their bed. Like
absolutely.
They welcomed you that much into their home and do anything that they're super good people.
Lee would let you wear his skinny jeans, even.
Yeah,
if you can fit in them.
Yeah. But he, and I didn't think about the fact, or I didn't realize the fact that I knew it, but I never realized it was a big deal. Like every time I'd go down there, I'd be like, "Where's Steve at?" He's like, "Oh, he's supposed to be here in 10 minutes." Like, "Where's Steve at?" Oh, he just texted. It's going to be another hour. An hour later, "Where's Steve at?" Fuck, I don't know. 3 hours later, Steve shows up, and Bama never made a big deal out of it. We went on and did whatever it was we had to do that weekend and had a good time. But because I wasn't hosting all that, I didn't realize, it was kind of disrespectful that, Bama would have to sit there for hours waiting on, Bama's family's ready to go. He's got family at the lake waiting on us. And, we're 4 hours late because of Steve. It was a culmination of things. It wasn't just what happened at Blade Show. And that's why I say, again, excellent proof. Steve Kalari is a horrible fucking communicator. Will never meet anybody that sucks more. It's not just in his business life; it's in everything. Like if he had just told Bama, "Hey man, it's gonna be fucking 3 o'clock before I get there," would have went on the lake. You know what I mean? Had Steve meet us there. He just doesn't communicate well.
Yeah, like you won't get back to me about Blade at all.
Yeah,
and I don't care either way. You know what I mean? Tell me, you got your shit covered. You're good. I'll see you there.
There wasn't a fight, Paul. It was just
disagreement.
Just a disagreement that got loud, and it was. I think it affected me more negatively than it did everybody else, because I felt like I was caught up in the middle of it, and then I tried to say something, and a fourth party. Never mind. They don't need to be.
Yeah.
It was another situation where my mental health didn't jive with the situation that was going on.
It kind of caught a lot. I wasn't there that night at that time.
Yeah.
But I kind of had a feeling things weren't going well.
Yeah.
Everybody was getting kind of pulled in one direction. I was supposed to go to dinner with everybody, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna go by myself somewhere.
Yeah.
I went and I just chilled in my truck for like hours, watching called my wife, and
see, I didn't know all the details. Like when I walked up to Steve, he's like, "We're going to meet them to eat. You ready to go?" And I was like, "Yeah." And we legit went straight there. Like, you can't just walk out of Blake Show. People would hold us up for a second, but the entire time we're trying to get there. And then when we get there, we walk in and everybody's plates are empty.
Yeah. It's impossible, though, to have that many people meet at the same time.
Absolutely is. But it hurt my feelings a little bit, too. So that was all I knew of it. And from what I saw of the situation, I thought Steve had a right to be upset. But there was more to the story than I knew, so that's fair, too.
I think it was Steve's first year with a table. I think it was his first year really trying to make some deals. And he had to talk to some people.
Yeah.
And I think it was a mixture of nobody really knew how to react to the situation, and I don't think anybody had the patience to deal with it the right way. And I saw it coming from a mile away, and I was like, catch y'all later.
It was just heartbreaking for me because I'd been to Steve's wedding, found out was his best man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just sucked to see a friendship just die in one day like that over.
Yeah, well, it didn't. It just it kind of blew up, and then.
Yeah, they're good now. I don't think it'll ever be what it was, but they're good.
That's funny, Derek.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, guys, I got to get to bed, or possibly go to a convenience store to buy a can of dip. But we've been 3.5 hours. Ryan, I can't believe you lasted this long, brother. I appreciate you hanging out with us.
I've been sitting.
Yeah. You're at work, aren't you?
I'm still at the office, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been home all day. I've been getting called up from the surgery. So.
Right. The neighborhood kids gonna wonder where you were at.
They hadn't seen me much the past couple of weeks.
I did not. They ain't text you, ask you to come out and play?
No, they come to the door and they check on me every day.
Do they?
How's Mr. Ryan? How's Mr. Ryan? I talked to him through the ring. I'm doing good. Thank you. So awesome. They've been drawing me pictures and stuff. I got them hanging all over the refrigerator. The neighborhood kids, by the way, everybody, the neighborhood kids, that every day when I come home, especially from a trip, I'm not inside longer than 5-10 minutes, and they start kicking on the door.
The day I went by there, they came up and knocked on the door. Within
about 10 minutes.
Yeah, within 10 minutes, they come up, knock on the door, and ask Ryan if he could come out and play.
Yeah.
I just sat in the house.
Like my wife answered the door. Can Ryan come out and play?
That's what happens when you give them candy all the time.
Yeah. They see that black truck rolling through there, all the neighborhood kids just chase after it.
It's cool, though, that they're getting to grow up in an actual neighborhood like that.
Yeah.
Where everybody knows each other.
So they can trust their neighbors.
Right.
Yeah. But our lot, like, there's not a lot of places for them to play in the neighborhood at all. But we got that big lot outside our house, so I let all of them play in there and this stuff. So I've got to know all of them pretty good.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna call it. I appreciate any minute y'all spend with me, as obnoxious as it is sometimes. And I'll see y'all next week. And Ryan, I'll see you a week from Thursday.
You should play the Crip Walk as you go.
I wish I could. I am not capable.